Welcome to Much Doing About Nothing. Episode, what is this? 14?
That's 14.
I guess. I don't know. We're here to talk about a lot of things. First things, Ironheart. Well, I guess we can start there. I don't know. What you guys want to do? I don't know. Whatever. Let's introduce everybody. I'm Trevon. Nobody Tech. Hi. All right. And there's next one, Joel.
Hi, everybody.
Mike is here.
Oh, he is? Oh.
Mike is here.
Hi,
There he
everybody.
Hey, Mike.
The bargain.
Oh, I'm glad that was a fake out. Ooh, all right. I was about to be pissed. All right, it is.
How's it going? Hello.
And Mike, since you just came in, I mean, you're before Jamie on the list. So, hi, Mike. You here?
Hey, everybody. Happy to be here. It's going to be fun.
Yes, it is. Hi, Jamie.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
All right. Let's see. I don't know if we should start Reinhardt. What you guys think? Should we start with it?
I don't know what's on the list, so I
also don't know.
Give a call.
I only know Ironheart from the title. That's what I'm prepared for.
That's all I'm prepared for too.
Right,
I hope I didn't have to watch anything else.
No.
No.
You
It's a
haven't
nerd
seen all
league.
Squid Game? No.
Oh, no, I haven't watched this.
The ending of Squid Game is so funny, man. I don't get it.
I'm finished it.
I
Of the new
downloaded the whole season, so I'm gonna try and watch it tomorrow.
Oh.
On the plane, like your flight not that long.
See, but I'm expecting delays. I'm 100% expecting delays.
Oh, that's rough,
Damn.
buddy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about that.
yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah, Ironheart. So, Mephisto's here. Yep. All right, I'm just going to get it out there. I'm very excited about that.
Spoilers for Ironheart, everybody.
Okay,
Started.
2 days.
I'm disappointed
3
Jawan's
days.
not here because, like, I know for him, he must have been like floating out of his seat, just like it finally happened. I thought of him when he was
Same.
Oh, he knew it was coming because he made me tell him before.
Oh, what the? Come on,
Hilarious.
man.
What a
Oh,
liar.
Rob.
Wow. Because that's the first thing I thought of, too. I was like, oh, man, what do we think? I deliberately did not ask him about it at all. I was like, I'll wait until we get on here to see
I
what
know.
he says. I didn't say anything to him about it. I was like, yep, Ironheart was great. That's all I said.
When we were locked down, we did some watch parties, and this would have been one to do a watch party. I would have loved to have seen his first reaction.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be on tonight or not. Hopefully, maybe next week. We can get his reaction to it.
I can't believe this. The shock he got to take a day,
He's in
I
bed
feel
just
like-
like this.
I feel like he was very excited about the old guard, so I don't know. So I don't know if that took up. He's like, I don't care about this show. Old guard. I don't know what happened. Anyway, yeah. So I'll talk about it first. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. The last 3 episodes. I mean, y'all know me, the magic stuff. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
I
God.
thought of you.
I was like, oh my God, my new favorite character is Zelda.
Yep.
Man, listen, she did that, flicking her wrist, and just woo. I said, oh, that's it, perfect. See her some more, please. Do we need more of her?
Mhm.
That was amazing. It was just so casual, so like, yeah, it was. I was like, oh yeah, we here.
Mhm.
She was like, yeah, this is normal for us. Like, she did. She didn't do no crazy. She just boom. Like, I was like, yes. So talk about. Love that.
Which one-on-one? They all
Yeah, listen. I didn't see nobody else do no shit like that. Everybody else doing little circles. You gotta go through. She just transported all of them.
That's different.
That was cool. I loved it. I don't know. That was just fun. I really, I like how she used magic to, stop the hood, and the way they did the Dormammu thing. I was like, oh, please, don't please that not be why he has this hood. I might turn this shit off. So I'm getting really mad.
Did you think it was a fake out? Because the entire time I'm like, oh, you can't. This is not real. I'm not buying Dormammu at all.
Yeah,
I didn't like. I just now see the reason I did believe it is because of WandaVision. I felt like the way they kept faking me out on these shows. I don't believe they'll do anything big. I was like, I don't think they'll do it on here. I don't think they'll maybe this show is big enough for Mephisto. That was my thought. I was like, maybe they just really won't do it. And I was like, okay. And then when they kept saying Dormammu, she kept saying it. I was okay. She's saying it too many times. Maybe it's a fake out. Hopefully, please. And then when he showed out, I said, oh, thank God. I was like, so great. I'm so happy he's here. This is great. And I liked how he kept saying, you won't even know this is gone. I was like, you're not even telling these people what you get ready to take from them. He was like, oh, you won't. I mean, you probably won't notice, but still, it's crazy. Like, crazy.
They never well, at least, it might be one of those things. Maybe they cut the line. Maybe, who knows? But I'm like, I would have been like, what am I not going to miss? Like, tell me. I want to know. Like, if I was actually considering the deal, but we'll get
I mean, like, you feel like general knowledge, if you make a deal with the devil, you're giving away your soul. In general, like, if you see just old stuff, cartoon movies, stuff like the thought should have ran through your head, like, maybe she didn't realize he was the devil. I don't know. Like, it just didn't. It would have registered.
I mean,
I was like, wait a minute.
I don't think that she ever realized that he was, like, obviously he gave her his name, but I don't think that registered with her, like, who that is.
Yeah.
Even if that was the case, like, both of the sorceresses told her, like, oh, this is some dark shit. Stay away from this. You don't want to be involved with this.
I fully get you with that.
Like,
she was ready for Dormammu. That's what she was worried about. And then there was no Dormammu. So
she probably thought, like, oh, they were wrong.
Oh, this is just a powerful wizard. That was what she thought.
She didn't realize how powerful this fucker is.
See, but even
that's stupid. Yes, I agree. Because you know what? Dark magic is dark magic.
Let me see what else. Let me see what else I can say about this. I'm worried for Zelda because I think I told you this to you, Joel. I was worried when he came in the shop in that post credit scene when he was like, I'm looking for magic. I thought she would get ready to transport him right there to the dimension. I said, please, girl, please. Do not just transfer everybody to this dimension. She's a little too open with it. Like, she's a little too much, like, the way she just did the little candy thing. I was like,
that's not
girl, you gonna get got. You're doing this too easy with too many people. How many people you do this to that come in here and ask you about magic?
Well, here's the thing. Like, we're in Chicago. Shout out to the Midwest, by the way. Finally getting represented in the
Let's
MCU.
go.
But all the weird stuff happens in New York.
Yep.
So she's probably like, I hadn't expected anything crazy to happen. Like, I'm the most powerful person here, probably. That's probably how she's going about it. Because we've never seen this part of the country. So I don't know how often, like, this super meta-human stuff is actually going down. Like, I don't know if magic really exists in this part of the world. We've never seen it before.
I guess that's true. I mean, yeah, we don't know how many magic users are in Chicago or around there or whatever.
I mean, they've had what they call sanctums all over the world, so we know they're around. So it can't be like
that's true. They knew of all of those. Yeah, Carmitage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm worried for her though. And when this show ended, I was like, I'm excited about what we just saw, but who knows when we're gonna see these people again? That's the only thing.
I'm still waiting on Moon Knight, man. I don't know.
That's my first thought. I was like, God, man, I can't get excited by any of these people. I like Zelma and everything. But I'm like, when the hell I'm gonna see her again? Like, she might be 10 years older by the time I see her again. Oh, why is my image up there again? See, I didn't do that. Sorry. Anyway, that's weird. I guess. Anyway, that threw me off. But
when you share a login, it goes to the latest picture that was used. So he needs to manually change it when he goes in there to his.
Got it.
Okay. No one ever warns me when that shit happens.
I just told you. I didn't know until it did it.
Why have a default one?
What did you must have logged in with the admin account? I don't know.
Yeah, I only have that account.
You have yours too. Your normal one.
I don't have access to all this.
Yeah, I know. But that we both logged into it. I didn't know we both could log into the same damn account at the same time. But anyway, whatever. So, and I don't know how it's like keeping it straight, the who's who, whatever. Oh yeah, maybe it is wrong.
Apparently doesn't know.
You can upload multiple profile pictures. That's all.
Joanne!
Is that Joanne or was that Mephisto?
He just left again. I don't know.
Yeah.
See? Now y'all saw it at least, so not crazy. But anyway.
Wait.
All right. What the? I thought it was nuts for a second. I was like, hopefully y'all can see it. But yeah. Yeah. Show's great. I enjoy it a lot. I just want to see these people again. Yeah, that's all I got so far. I'm sure I'll chip in where everybody else say something. Jamie, you want to go next? Or you want to go earlier?
Let's do this. You know, so
She about to rip this show to shreds. All those talking points y'all saw online, that's gonna be Jamie.
I don't even. I haven't seen that actually. I don't know. It could be. It's possible, but no. There a few things at the end that I really did not like, but starting from episode 4, where we see what happens with Zeke and kind of like him getting thrown in prison for a hot minute and then broken out of prison and like all the augmentations and stuff. I was a little surprised that, well, I don't know. I wasn't really surprised. That's what I'm saying, honestly.
That's
yeah, that's weird. That's really weird. But I was surprised because he said, Zeke said, or Joe, that like, oh, Riri's like, you're working with shady people. Like, yeah, it kind of seemed like she was saying, or he was saying, like, she's getting a little too big for her britches with this stuff, and you shouldn't really trust the shady people you're working with so easily. And then like he does it. Granted, it was convenient for him. It got him out of prison. I get that. And then he kind of just let them take full control of the augmentation stuff. Well, I didn't think that, getting all that would have required like a login and you could have admin access. I would have never assumed that. So if I was going down the same route, probably would have got hacked just like Joe, because I had no idea that was even a thing.
I thought like
he didn't get. Yeah, go ahead, Russell.
I was gonna say, didn't Slug do it behind his back? Like he was, he out fully. Like he didn't. He
did it behind his back, but it's also like, did he know it was a thing? Because I would not have assumed that my body biomics would have a login.
I don't know if he even knew in the first place, but it definitely said at first his name as admin.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
You need that 2-step authentication,
right?
Apparently.
But also, I do think that was a little bit. You kind of suspend your belief with that. I was like, also just because his name was added, he can control him like that. I was like, that doesn't compute.
Yeah,
but whatever.
You got an app or something that's like,
like app. It was just thought. It was just thinking. I was like, now that doesn't make any sense. But okay, whatever.
That was exactly what I did. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but then the fight at White Castle, I think it's in the next episode, maybe the back half of the 4th episode. That was kind of cool. I was like, I think I also had to suspend my disbelief a little bit with that one. Like, Riri was able to beat like the people he brought in as the fighting professionals. She beat Clown, who's just like throwing bombs, basically.
Yeah,
that was I don't know.
It made no sense. Like she should have like stalled and called the suit, maybe. But like, there's no way you just win the fight.
Yeah, not just one fight. Like literally 3 different people she beat.
She outsmarted. That's how they.
She did outsmart, but
it wasn't like she beat them down.
The bombs one was crazy. She was using sheet pants as covers for bombs, and I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah. See, it's like I do see what you were saying, Joel. With like, oh, she's smart. She kind of like was able to outmaneuver them, I guess. Like if this was a chess battle. But this was a chess battle where one side has muscles and the other doesn't. And like that kind of has to factor in a little bit. Like she's taken some hits the same as everybody else, but I think it should have affected her more. But she won. That's
right.
At the end of the day, she won.
I'm just saying that's how it was presented. It wasn't like
I just call it that plot armor.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pretty much. And then like Zeke lets her go because I think he still has like a shrivel of I guess sentimentality there for her, but I think that's.
I don't think he's a killer.
So.
I think that's.
I don't think he's.
I mean, that was the idea at that point. He wasn't a killer yet.
At the end of the show, I feel like he still might not be a killer. Like he just hates her for sure, but I don't know if he hates her to the point that like I need to kill you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope she broke the control.
Yeah, she did.
I hope it's
she did it right before she went to go fight.
She released him from the whatever he had going on. Now I'm trying to remember like what happened in 5. I remember mostly 6, but like I don't know what happened in 5.
5 was the rebuilding of the suit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, with the car.
He thought she was dead, so they could do all that. So she was able to do all that stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was cool getting a little montage of them like building the suit together and like bringing the little boy back from earlier in the series. I completely forgot about the wagon. I'm like, damn, you're right. You're absolutely right. She owes you a wagon. I thought that was fun, and it was also the magic stuff too. I did think of Trayvon when I saw it, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. But I actually think it was a really cool part of the show too that I was like not expecting to have that kind of involvement, especially because I feel like a lot of the tech people in the MCU don't really dabble in the magical side of things, or they'll be like, okay, magic, like I believe in it, I guess, but I'll let the sorcerer or like the sorceresses handle that. Like I'm not going to touch any of it. So it was cool to see like Riri kind of implement that into her arsenal as well.
See, that was the problem with some of the teasers they showed, but it showed the suit, the magic, everything. I was like, why would you show all that?
For the second.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of those.
They showed a lot of. It was on the IMDb page and everything. Like it was.
I didn't go to the.
I've been on there.
Saying that. Yeah, I remember you saying that. So I was like, well, let me make sure I don't go there.
I was like, this is wild.
Yeah. That's a pretty big reveal. Yeah, I don't know. People with the trailers and the marketing, y'all need to do better. But I'm kind of surprised that like Riri and Zay didn't like kiss or anything. I kind of felt like maybe that was a possibility, but I was also like, the fact that it didn't happen, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's also fine. I get it. Don't need to force it. And then episode 6 is freaking wild. She loses Natalie's AI in 5, and so she kind of is a little razzled. Actually, going back to 4, I think she was acting crazy because she was paranoid. She's like, "Oh my god, they know where I live. Like, they know my family, all of that." And that was interesting to see her act like just incredibly mannered because I don't think at least that I can recall recently, seen anybody in the MCU, like even if they're in trouble and they know like some things are coming, like, or people are coming for them, I don't think they've ever acted like that panicked. Like when Riri was acting like she couldn't sleep, like she was trying to protect her mom, trying to protect Zay, like all these other people, and just like freaking out, like, how do you know that thing? Like, oh, we talked about that. I was just, oh yeah.
Well, none of them
kind of acted like me a little bit.
Everyone forgets Iron Man 3, man. I tell you.
But I feel like no one really had like. Tony Stark was always reckless. He told people his address wasn't everything. He did all that, but all the other ones, I don't feel like Black Widow didn't have a family to protect. Hawkeye, his was hidden. Like, so nobody else had a family like that that was around them, so she was the only one. Peter, he was secret identity until he wasn't, but I'm saying like before that, nobody had a family around him until she always had somebody around her. They could follow her home every day.
Yeah.
That reminds me, can we just take a second to acknowledge how dumb it was that Peter knowingly took his like 6 greatest enemies to his aunt's house?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mike!
I will never understand.
It was Happy's apartment, technically.
Let me tell you, I said this like a couple weeks ago and got flamed for it, Mike. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
She didn't get flamed. We said that he was a dumb kid.
Stand on it, dude. Y'all was fighting me about that. I said that shit was stupid.
I didn't think it was stupid, but whatever.
Aunt May just got to stay out of it. That's all I got to say. She was not very helpful anyway. Like, she could stay home. He can handle it. She could stay home.
Well, that's where she was living. That's where they were living at. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because the house they couldn't stay at their house anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Now I'm mad about a whole different. Anyway,
he did get her killed. He got her killed.
He definitely did.
He did.
Yes, 100% he did. But back to Ironheart. the fight between Riri and Hood was really interesting. At first, I was very upset because she shows up. Hood is kind of like tearing her up a little bit, and then she's like, emergency protocol, and the suit explodes. I'm like, we got to see the suit for 5 minutes. I'm like, are you serious? And then like we see it was a hologram. I was like, oh shit, okay. Like,
that was a crazy hologram.
That was a crazy hologram.
It had actual lights and sounds to like that was wild.
Smoke.
So, yeah, like
yeah, it's like what's it called? The stereo shit.
Yeah.
I believe that. I definitely would have been fooled.
I would definitely got like, job done.
No, until you touch anything, you wouldn't know. You touch it, you would never know. You're like, oh shit.
I mean, you would if it's smoky, you could feel when it's smoky, right? Smell it. You just walk right through it. Like
I don't know. He was already tweaking, so maybe he wasn't paying attention.
He was he was turning demonic.
Yeah, it was definitely giving Werewolf by Night to me, and like he looks like he could fit right in.
I forgot that existed. Oh my god,
man, that was so good.
Everybody forgets Werewolf by Night.
It was very good.
Yeah, that was interesting. And then you know, how does this all get resolved? I forget. It's like it was that, and then something happens, and then I got very upset, and I remember that.
she just after the hologram, she gets the hood off of him, and he goes crazy. He just keeps saying, "Give it back, give it back.
It hurts, it hurts." Yeah, I remember that part now. Yeah, then she talks to the mysterious man, aka Mephisto, and oh my god, that was what ruined it for me. Not ruined the whole show, not even ruined the episode, but like I don't know how to feel about things in totality because she took that freaking deal after she looked at.
So not Mephisto itself, just her.
No, not Mephisto. No, I was hyped for Mephisto. The deal is what upset me because after she was looking at Hood, like, look at how this is affecting you. Like, you need to take this hood off. You need to like not mess with this stuff. Like. For a majority of the show, she's like, something is not right with him. Like, this hood is affecting him. All this stuff, just for her to end up taking a deal with the guy that gave him the hood and all the dark magic and all this bullshit. And I'm like, I can't believe that. It's the fact that like. I feel like we learned nothing. We're still back at the beginning. She's not handling her grief. She's not like processed it or anything. I don't even know if revived Natalie is the right term. I don't know what's going on with that. If that's just like, I don't know. We're back at the beginning. I'm like, what did you learn from this?
I think that's sort of the heart of the show though. Like I was telling you when we were talking about it on Discord, how somebody painted this show to me as a tragedy, and it makes it make so much more sense. Like, for all of the smarts that Riri has, her flaw is always thinking, I have to shoulder everything for everyone. Like, that's why she wouldn't tell anybody what she was going through for a majority of the series, up until it explicitly blew up in her face. That's when she finally was like, well, I need to help. And so now, even with the way that she accepted the deal, it was, I will shoulder it. If nothing happens to any of my family, anyone that I love, I'll do that because I'm shouldering the blame or not even the blame, I'm shouldering the weight of everything. And I guess that's the tragedy of it. She has all the smarts in the world, but she's not smart enough to realize that you need community. You need to grow from the pain. You can't just shoulder everyone else's pain.
And she basically lost Natalie twice, especially that second half. It was almost the same, even though she wasn't the same.
I think
like a double loss.
Yeah, like that probably shook her psyche a lot. Like you said, think about how manic she already was, and then when she finally started to see the light, it was, to be able to see it, I lost this thing again. Like you said, she never got over the fact that she lost her best friend in the first place. Then when she finally felt like she got her back, it got ripped away from her again. So she's like,
and it was only a couple hours earlier.
Yeah, so it's anything, and I think it goes to what they were saying when they thought it was Dormammu, about how he goes to people who he sees something in them, he knows what that is to pick, to entice them to make that deal.
Yeah.
Which, you obviously you hear it anytime we talk about the devil, doing a deal with the devil. He knows exactly what to say to you to make you want to do that deal. He knew exactly what carrot to dangle to get that yes. I get you, though. It does suck, but I think that's sort of like the tragedy of it.
You don't have to like it, but that's what happened.
Every story's not going to be happy at the end of the day. I do like the fact that I think this is one of the few MCU stories where you're like, this wasn't a happy ending.
Which is crazy. Because that's why I think the way it ended leaves you kind of like, well, you know how long they take to get back to shit. So like, well,
yeah.
How much time before we get closure again? And
yeah,
the two basic like cliffhangers at the end.
Just wait till Riri Mama find out. I hope all the sandals, everything.
That's what I'm really curious about. Is like how is the community around her going to respond to this?
Yeah, I want to know if she's back. It's just like, did she ever leave? Type of shit, or is
it like he manipulated their minds to be
right?
Like they only thought Gary died.
Right,
exactly. Spider-Man.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, this is literally a Spider-Man comic where he makes a deal with the devil.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's how he originally gets everyone to forget.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Mephisto.
Yeah.
Oh, but by the way, Trayvon, to answer your question earlier, because I didn't get a chance to say it when you were asking, about the Dormammu fake out?
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, Deuces called it to a T. So when it happened, I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess Deuces was right. I wasn't shocked because he was talking about how they're gonna assume it's Dormammu the entire time, and he was like, I bet Mephisto's gonna show up at the end and go, no, it's not. I'm not Dormammu. Like basically call out Dormammu and be like, I'm better than that. And so when it happened, I was like, oh well, either Deuces knew something I didn't know, but he called it to a T.
You didn't see Deuces credit on the show.
I'm very happy that it happened. I just didn't. I don't have faith in them doing anything big on the show. That's why they could have fooled me with that.
Yeah, fair.
Well, I mean, if you're the news of him being Mephisto has been around for over a year.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's been one of those like, is that true or not type of thing.
I thought things they cut from the show.
I mean, it's always possible. We don't know because they didn't confirm anything. But as the show kept, as the promotion kept going, it just seemed more and more likely that was the case. But again, it's been around. We've heard things for a while.
I will say that I didn't buy it simply because I'm pretty sure Doctor Strange is in Dormammu's dimension right now.
Also, that was the other thing we talked about on the podcast. We were like, it can't be Dormammu. He got a lot of stuff to deal with right now. Like Strange is there,
right? Strange and Clear like probably boxing with him right now,
right?
His world's also like in collapsing or some shit.
Right, it's like, Marvel, this is the one time where having prior knowledge probably ruined the twist because that doesn't make sense to me because I know where Dormammu's like is dealing with right now.
That's funny. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me grab something.
Joel's going to his spreadsheet. I already know.
Right.
Nothing.
We'll see him in a bit with some new knowledge.
It's more like I'm trying to place where they take place.
Yeah, this show got like delayed by like 2 or 3 years. So like I think it's still after Multiverse of Madness, even including the delay, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
It is.
Okay.
Let's see. So right now I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong year. Multiverse of Madness takes place technically in 2024 of their time, and Ironheart takes place at the end of 2025. So almost like a year.
Okay.
So it's like almost a year because like it's like basically Multiverse ends at the end of 2024. This is the end of 2025. So it's been like a year since the.
So yeah, they are theoretically still boxing
in the multiverse.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Strange.
To get Riri in the church. I'm like, listen, Riri, I ain't been in the church for a long time, but I'll take you with me, please.
She needs a really good lawyer to help her out.
Oh man.
Oh, I wonder who can trip to Chicago.
She-Hulk, definitely.
Oh, man. She could work as well. Two different coasts. There's no. We need a Midwest lawyer,
right?
Oop. I don't know.
I don't know.
I also liked how I know we didn't get a lot of them, but Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto, I thought his characterization was really good. Like he played the very charismatic person like during the initial talks, but then when Parker was sort of talking a little bit too big, he was like, "Hey, I don't think you realize who I am." He played the menacing role of that too. Like, yeah,
it was good. I want to see if, like what Mike said earlier today, if we ever get to see his true form, will we get that one day?
So I didn't pay attention to it in the show, like I just missed it. But I kept seeing people post a picture of the. So that wasn't because I didn't go back to watch it. Yeah,
spoon. Yeah, I didn't see that either. So I haven't checked to see if that's true.
Oh,
that's cool. The reflection.
Yeah, so like
I definitely didn't see that during my initial watch for the review a few weeks ago. So I saw that online. I'm like, oh wait, what?
Let me go look on Disney Plus while we
go see if it's there.
Well, have you talked? Yeah, have you talked? Yeah, I remember that thing you told me about. Yeah. You go. Remember the thing you said at the end? I didn't notice that. Remember the end of when she was hugging? Remember you said what happened?
I didn't
notice that.
With the stuff going up her arm.
Yeah, the stuff that happened to Hood is starting to happen to her. So I mean, that's another giveaway that she did.
I thought him stirring the coffee cup was a reference to Get Out.
I'm like,
this is all the signs are here.
I can show you. Actually, I can show you guys my timeline if you want.
That's what I was thinking when I saw that. I did not look at the reflection at all.
I didn't notice that either. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I was like, okay.
I was like, oh, look at this shit. This is how. Oh, this is only This
wow! I thought you were just on the Marvel website. You really made this. Wow!
Told you, fucking nerd, Jamie.
Yeah. Also, I wasn't listening that well, so when you said timeline, I thought we were just gonna go to like your Twitter timeline for a second. I didn't know you actually meant the actual timeline.
He means this,
yeah. And I go all the way down. So
it's the infinity symbol for me. Down there beside what if? What is that?
Well, this is like it happens right after Endgame, and it takes place out of time. So it's like
I love it.
That's how I distinguish it. You know what I mean? That's why it was hard to put it somewhere. Now I look forward to seeing how I'm going to pull Eyes of Wakanda out of my ass because that's like
it's crazy that we're slowly catching up after that massive time jump we took.
I know, and they jumped a whole year and a half, whatever. The new Avengers / Thunderbolts. So imagine. So we're there like in the middle of 2028 when the Doomsday starts. But yeah, we're getting there slowly. Slowly. Maybe time doesn't. I don't know where it's going to go after, but this is what it looks like right now. See, Ironheart's right here, right after Thor: Love and Thunder, apparently. And before Werewolf by Night. Look at that.
You didn't see the ancient text. I love it.
What?
Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god.
This is how Wanda felt reading the Darkhold for the first time. Too much power for one man.
By the way, in the actual,
huh?
I don't see this reflection.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, no, wait, hold on.
I don't know which scene it's.
I got it. Oh, you're trying to look for it in the show?
Oh, there are multiple. Is it like with the Riri or is it with what's his name?
That's the thing.
Parker.
I can't tell. Now I got to rewatch.
When he's stirring the coffee cup, it's in there.
It's in there.
It's in the show.
It's in the
shot. Yeah.
It's in the when he's stirring the coffee. Apparently.
Yeah.
I don't remember when he was stirring the coffee. Like
it was at the end of the episode.
Okay, so it was during the talk with Riri. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's when he revealed who he was. So
that's fair. That's a good point. Having the reflection. I mean, still having the reflection would have been cool during the Parker scene.
Yeah, because that would have been hey, you should have known from the beginning.
Right. Yeah.
It just reminded me of like when he was talking and the way he was acting. I was like, this is very Lucifer.
Oh, right. 100%. When he asked him, "What do you desire?" I was like, I know exactly where we're going. Okay.
I love how he switched to an accent afterwards too. He's like, why'd you switch your accent?
And you hear that little angry double demon voice come up every now and then. You get mad enough. You're like, all right, shut up now. Sorry, I could kill you right now. Chill out.
Can y'all imagine how hard it was writing that review? All the stuff we're talking about is in the last episode that I couldn't talk about.
That is crazy.
You have to talk about first 3 episodes basically, because like everything else is super spoiler after that basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a pain. This show is interesting. I think I didn't love it as much as everyone else because the magic mixed with tech aspect just didn't work for me. I think in this season, I think it's probably because we just didn't know Riri enough. Like I would have rather her be in a scenario like maybe a fully tech-based season 1 to establish her as a character and her world, I guess, instead of just like throwing her into deep magic where she doesn't know what's going on. Like she's making a deal with Mephisto, and you can't even really fault her because she doesn't know Mephisto, and so it's kind of like if
Stranger
she was true.
I also don't think she fully believes. She probably didn't really believe it would actually work.
But that's the thing. Like, I feel like that's something we could have seeded.
Nah,
this is a season 2
yeah.
plot point to me, I guess. Like,
Yeah,
if we did like
episodes.
Armor Wars with Riri Williams in season 1,
It
I could
almost
live with that.
it almost felt like 2 different shows.
Yeah.
First 3, the last 3, because of the jump to magic. What the fuck is happening? Like,
Right.
I feel like at this point, like if this, I don't know if this would get a season 2 or anything like that, but if there was a continuation of the story, I would feel better if she knew that he was the devil or just like, a dark force or
She know
entity. Rather than her being ignorant. It's like, I didn't know that was the devil. I like that would piss me off. I'm like, seriously.
I mean,
The thought never crossed your mind.
even if he's not the devil, he says, I am way more powerful than Dormammu. And she's also made a deal with him to bring her best friend back to life.
and
So, like, even if he's not, you didn't think he was the devil, he is some magical, like, super powerful being.
Yeah, he said Dormammu wasn't worthy enough to wipe his ass. Like you don't disrespect somebody like that if you don't know that you are that much more powerful. And those witches were like, "Yo, this is something of Dormammu's. We not touching this." That should set off alarm bells.
Like, and this guy said he's more powerful than Dormammu.
Right.
And they didn't want to fuck with Dormammu, so it's like, oh no.
They knew it was dark, but they didn't know how dark.
Right.
They were like, oh, they were scared though. They're like, all right.
Yeah, they're like, stay away from this. Don't do that.
Yeah, a lot of warnings, but she's very stubborn if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, she is very much. I am smart enough that I can handle anything.
I got this. Basically, it's her motto.
Yeah, I guess for me, I would have liked to see her be that arrogant and it pay off, and then we tear her down instead of her just constantly making dumb decisions throughout the show and suffering the consequences for it. It's like, hey, I need to see why she's this arrogant.
Yeah.
See her win, and then you tear her down,
Even in the last time we saw her in Wakanda Forever, all her arrogance kept getting torn down. So it's like you said, we are consistently seeing an arrogant character who doesn't win. It's kind of wild. But like I said, the only thing I'm giving is that, okay, sure, they wanted to tell a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was it an effective tragedy or not? We'll see.
It's definitely ballsy.
The other thing I wanted to say, I don't even know if it's still my turn, but I did want to say this. Trayvon and I was talking about last time that this felt what Hood was trying to accomplish felt personal, and this was with intention. So I was glad to see our feelings were we saw it. We saw that he was, I didn't think it was gonna be his dad, but
Right.
It was something personal to him. So like that, I that kind of feels like after Mephisto entered the picture, like now that's all blood out of the water. I'm like, oh yeah,
I did not care about any of that anymore. I was like, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Once she did the little spell that knocked him out of his disappearing thing, I was like, bro, you done. Unless you got some kind of tricks that we get ready to see, you done. I was like, that's it. Your little bullet, your bending bullet shit, they gonna cut it. That is it. That was done.
I'm curious, what he's gonna do next, and if he's gonna try and be like a good guy or a bad guy.
Oh no, he wants real magic to go after her.
He wants that power that he had before.
He gonna kill Natalie again.
He's feeling like cracking.
Did y'all care about the Hood at all? Because that post-credit scene happened. I'm like, I don't care about you, man.
No, I don't.
No, it just reminded me of what's his name from Doctor Strange that took the power from the guy. What was it? What's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
Chiwetel Ejiofor's character.
Yeah, him. That's all. That's all it reminded me of. I was like, oh, it's just another one of them. I was like, okay, whatever.
Mordo, I think.
Yeah,
Mordo.
Mordo. Okay.
Just
Sorry.
they
It's
ignored.
so long since we've seen him.
They ignored the hell out of that scene. Remember, they never paid
It's
it
so
off.
crazy.
So
We still don't know. He's still out there chasing.
yeah, they never even came back to it at all. When we saw
Right,
him
because the
again,
last
he
one we
a good
saw
guy.
was a different universe. Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Yeah.
I hate
They
the
never
multiverse
talked
so
about
much,
it. They
man.
never talked about it.
Crazy.
It was
He
funny.
was supposed to be going around taking magic from people. We
That's
see none of that
that's
shit.
a plot point that's been dangling for a decade
The
now.
whole right there. Shit.
He could have showed up in Agatha. Like there were so many. He could have showed up in this. Like there's so many places with magic users. He could have
I would
showed
have
up.
been actually. It would have been really cool if he showed up and looking for that hood, like motherfucker.
That would have been
would've-
sick.
That would be cool. But yeah, look, here we are. And I'm curious what the fuck he's looking for and where he's going more so than him. Because now that he doesn't have the hood, what use did he have, right?
Yeah.
He obviously
He still
wants-
see, but the thing is,
Which
which
one's
I thought
Magic?
was interesting, he technically still has his dad's mansion and all the money and
Oh, he's
stuff.
rich,
So,
right? Yeah, that's
that's why I'm like, what does he want next? Because he got what he wanted.
He gonna team up with
Painkillers? I
Wilson
don't know.
Fisk, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
that
not
could be-
scary now. He can't hold it now. Like he can't. He ain't scared.
Yeah.
They
of
don't know that. They don't.
Right? He's just like, you want me to go get the hood out the closet? No, sir.
Yeah.
You just scare him.
Somebody will try him one time though. They be like, "Oh, he ain't got that shit no more."
That's it.
That's a wrap.
The other thing that was interesting though with him asking, he was like, "I need like supreme kind of help." Like how
Yeah.
deep of magic does he know now?
Yeah, well, and like what involved? What do you need the Sorcerer Supreme for?
I didn't- yeah, I didn't
Kinda- That's crazy shit, but it's a hell of an ass to ask like Zelma. No offense, but
It-
like,
Well, yeah, because one, you don't know what her level of magic is like that. She knows like it's not even like
He
a
assumed she was like a fledgling. He's like, where the manager at? Like, where?
Yeah.
Where the school at? School at?
Yeah.
Send me there.
Uh-huh.
But like, how did he know that? Like, is the hood telling? Was the hood telling him all this? Like,
Maybe.
Could have been the hood. It could have been Mephisto. I don't like. It's
He was
kinda
getting
unclear.
info.
he could be
He was
researching
learning
because
from
obviously the knowledge has to be out there.
yeah,
She knew about fucking what's it called, Caecilius and shit. That's definitely
did.
knowledge that's out there.
Yeah,
interesting.
it's a lot of questions that I am afraid that we won't get answers to because it's
No.
either this show needing to get another season, or a Strange Academy show that's not announced, or Doctor Strange 3.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know where this fits because one, this was supposed to come out years ago.
Right.
But now it's coming out now, and Kang is gone, and Doctor
I mean-
Doom is here, and so like, where does this fit back in?
I'm more worried about Kang than this shit. I feel like we're gonna be getting into the supernatural side in the next second. I don't know if we're ever gonna see Kang. I hope to see at least give me some type of closure with that. Even though we kind of got that.
I think they will clearly ignore him.
Season 2.
Yeah, they're gonna ignore him. He gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they kind of closed it with Loki season 2. You're right, but they did also have the Council of Kang that kind of just now it's out there.
Well, here's the thing. Loki's in Doomsday, so he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Kang was doing some shit. I handled it." And that's when you're gonna get a throwaway line. That'll be it.
I mean, there were things that were supposed to be his, like I think the bracelet, Ms. Marvel's bands, that were supposed to be his, and the 10 rings I believe were his too. So it's like, we'll see.
They're gonna be doomed now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think they're just not gonna address any of that. I don't
They
think
probably-
they're gonna-
Doom might it might not be a throwaway line from Loki. It might be a throwaway line from Doom. Like, I had to take out other people who thought they could do what I needed to do.
I had to take out a whole council to get this.
Right.
the one thing they're gonna ignore the beacon that they had in the deal. Like, oh yeah, I don't know who it's calling. Yeah, no, that's that.
Yeah.
They're
No,
gonna
I
lie
mean-
that shit that happened.
I intercepted that beacon.
That would be crazy because, like, in Infinity War, the Russos were very adamant to show Thanos' strength. We had him take out the Hulk in the first scene of the movie.
Right.
So it could just be Doom takes down the entire Kang army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And you don't have to have Jonathan Majors for that. You can just show like the corpses and the cape and the outfit on the ground. It's like,
Yeah.
And there was
That
different
was
ones
easy.
too. Yeah.
yeah.
And like, excuse me. I mean, I don't want them to do it like that, but they could also do how Thanos took out almost the whole planet with the Power Stone. We never saw it.
That's true.
I was like, God damn it! They took out the Nova Corps. Didn't see one thing, not one fight.
I thought that was what they want to like go back to when we got.
I think we will eventually get some
Yeah.
type of like
Yeah.
visuals on that when they bring like
Do
when,
Nova.
when they introduce Nova.
Yeah.
You might
Ugh,
get-
I don't know. Ever since James Gunn left, I don't know how much cosmic Marvel we're gonna get going forward.
Which is crazy.
I think we will. Obviously, someone else is gonna have to take over.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, at the very least, you enjoyed Ironheart, right?
I did. I did enjoy.
Yeah, it was cool.
99.9%.
Flaws and all.
Yeah, it's like all Marvel shows at this point. I liked most of it. There's chunks of it that I really didn't like and enjoy, but it's still a good time. I'd watch a season 2 for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I would love that. That's one thing I was worried is like what Trayvon said earlier. Is like, when are we gonna get closure again? I have no idea. Hopefully, we get some type of idea next.
So I wanted to ask a question, Joel. You might be the best one to answer this one. Are we doing one more day? Are we doing this? Are we going full on Spider-Man with season 2 if we get a season 2 when he makes a deal with Mephisto?
For Riri.
For Ironheart, yeah, because we basically stole that plot point at the end of the show.
Yeah, I think it's possible that they kind of took Spider-Man storyline and gave it to Ironheart anyway. Well, at least that part of it.
Yeah.
So, and they just switched it up. So they could do this similar thing, even though Brand New Day is one more day, like whatever. Right. So I doubt it's going to be that specific. So Ironheart could take the.
It's also one of the most hated Spider-Man stories. So like you can't do it 1-to-1.
No, you shouldn't anyway. Because you can't. You literally can't. So
the synopsis already sucks.
Yes, it does.
So yeah, I think you could do a version of it, like their own version of it. Yeah, it's doable. I hope there is. If not, if they ever do like Champions, Young Avengers, whatever that ends up being, maybe it'll be told through that. But there has to be something, and I think it might be through the Champions or through because you're gonna eventually have them meet up with Billy and them, and that's more magic, right? So we'll get there, I think. And then, of course, hopefully they will get to the Midnight Suns. We've heard that they want to do Midnight Suns. And
they got to do Blade.
Yeah, I mean, they could. It depends on which one comes out first at this point, right?
Introduce Blade in there.
Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah,
he's already been introduced technically. This is the craziest part of all of that.
That's also true.
His voice line.
Sure, you want to do that, Mr. Whitman? I'll never forget it. God damn it! Where's the damn sword?
He's out there fighting dinosaurs with Black Widow right now. I don't know.
Right?
We'll circle back to it.
They doing side quests.
Man.
Anyway, Trayvon, next topic. We've been in 47 minutes. Like a 9-heart.
I mean, hey, why not? I mean, y'all like this show, so y'all want to talk about this season 3 shakeup? What's going on with Last of Us? I don't know nothing about it. Somebody was leaving or something. I don't know.
Neil Druckmann, the co-showrunner of The Last of Us, is leaving the series. He's also the co-creator of The Last of Us franchise. He's leaving. Also, Haley Gross, co-writer of The Last of Us Part 2 and writer on Season 2, is also leaving. They're going back to Naughty Dog for reasons. I don't know.
It's weird. Good reasons.
They say they were saying that it's for Intergalactic. I don't know if I buy that because I feel like Intergalactic should be far enough in its production cycle to where it shouldn't be a major issue.
Maybe they're working on something else.
I feel like they might be working on a third Last of Us. Personally,
even though he said no, right?
He said maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was like a hey, we're not working on it right now.
Right now, okay.
Right.
I would love a third.
I think he said, "Hey, stop asking me about this." That's what he said.
let me go look. I thought
that's
it was
exactly what it could be though. Like just leave me alone. Like, we're not working. Yeah. There is no 3.
Yeah, this is the optimistic view of like, oh, he's leaving it in the hands of Craig Mazin, who worked on the first season and the second season with him, so they can continue the story and we can come back for season 5 and 6 of The Last of Us. The pessimistic view is The Last of Us season 2 wasn't received nearly as well as The Last of Us season 1 for various reasons. Obviously, there's the trolls who just hate The Last of Us season 2 because of The Last of Us Part 2 reasons, but also just like actual criticisms of it. So there's also just the possibility that HBO is like, hey, we need to do a shakeup and creative differences happened. But for now, we don't know.
That's fair.
So his statement at the time was, for there to be another game, another thing, another project, so many stars have to align. So I can't guarantee it. Right now, my focus is on this season. Hopefully, if HBO renews us next season, and then I'm working on a new game. Obviously, that's when he was talking about Intergalactic. So maybe the stars started aligning, or he was, like you said, the reception for season 2 was part of the stars aligning to being like, well,
yeah. If you're having creative differences with HBO, right, you're not having that with PlayStation. And if you just say, "Hey, I have an idea," Sony's gonna be like, "We don't care what the idea is. Go do it. Go make The Last of Us. It's gonna be a PS6 launch game."
Yeah,
you know. But
I think about that so far.
So yeah, I guess it was like you said. It was never an explicit no. It was just, yo, we got a season to work on, and Intergalactic is still coming out, so we're gonna do those things. He was probably working on both of those at the same time. Now that he's like, season 2 wasn't great. I don't know if I feel hot about a season 3. Let me just do Intergalactic and let's get this game ball rolling.
Yeah.
Last of Us 3. I have a theory, but that would spoil the game, so I'm not gonna get into it now. But we can talk offline.
I feel like not spoiling anything, but when they announced there's going to be a Last of Us 2, I was like, oh my god, like I love the first one a lot. 2 should be cool, but I didn't feel like we needed to. Now, after the events of 2, I feel like I need 3 because I'm upset.
That's interesting. I'm the other end of the spectrum where it's like, I don't know if I want to see any more from this.
Oh, no, I agree with Jamie. I'm like, I need some closure.
Yeah.
Like, I need a lot of closure at the end of 2.
I mean, the way 2 ended, I'm very much, I definitely saw a way for a 3, but that's just me.
Job not finished. That's all.
I'm not done. I'm like,
not Jamie quoting Kobe Bryant over here. But yeah, like it's up in the air. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's concerning when 2 of your head writers leave your very successful TV series, but
especially one being the creator.
I blame Christian. We're gonna leave it at that.
Work for me.
Yeah, Christian was the number 1 hater for some reason.
It was insane.
Yeah.
But here we are. I mean,
he'll still watch the next season though.
For sure, and he's gonna buy the game like another time and everything. It's gonna be great. 20 Blu-rays
next to them, right? Exactly.
I can't wait for him to show he got the Blu-ray Steelbook of season 2.
4K Ultra, whatever. Like, I hate this shit.
Consumerism at its finest.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's not much really to talk about with this shakeup. Like,
the only thing I will say is that I'm terrified of leaving Craig Mazin in charge, because every time he speaks, that's when I have problems with the show.
Oh god!
It makes me so sad. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like they should have figured this out to where it's like, the plans for season 3 should already be laid out, and it's like, now you just gotta direct this, I guess, at this point. But
I would like at least the concept of all 3.
I mean, it's like, they got the source material, so
right.
You're not straying too far away.
No, out of HBO productions, when the creator ain't heavily involved no more, they kind of fall apart.
I would be shocked.
But that's the thing. Like, they probably did have a plan, and they threw away the plan, and that led to this.
Yeah,
because
I guess
I guess us as gamers and who knew how all this played out when The Last of Us 2 came out expected this, but the studio heads at HBO are probably like, oh yeah, we won an Emmy, everybody loved our show, we got 10s across the board, season 2 is going to be great, and then season 2 happens, like, oh fuck, what happened? Why did everybody turn on us?
Did you guys out of here. The game? Like, that's the point. Like,
no, they didn't. That's the thing. They didn't.
They were not listening at all.
I thought even some of the actors, they were like, no, they actively told us not to play the game. I thought,
which I'm not against. I'm not against, because they need to take direction. They need to take direction from like the directors, the creators, all of that. Like, I think if the actors have like a genuine interest in like the source material, with this being the game in this case, I'm like, that's great. But if it's like, they're coming into this brand new, it's like they're looking to more so look to like the director, the writers, and all of that. Like, I think that's okay, because we've seen it work out with other, video game adaptation. So I don't think it's just based solely on like the actors gotta know. Yeah, which one was it? I think it might have been Fallout. They weren't super familiar with the.
Oh, there's not much story to Fallout though.
I don't necessarily think it's a case of like you have to play the game.
Advantageous.
I'm thinking it's the fact that they told them, "Yo, do not play the game." Like
I think Pedro said he watched his nephew play the game or somebody family member.
Did he? Okay, because I thought I remember it might have been, and it could have been just a specific role. Let me double check.
I know Isabella Merced said she played the game too.
Really?
But
yeah, actively telling them not to play the game is strange. But like the actors are saying like, "Oh, I haven't played the game." Like I don't think
that part. Yeah, it's whatever.
At least it's not Bryan Singer banning comic books on set. I will never get over that.
Yeah, okay. It was Bella Ramsey specifically told her not to play the game because it could psych her out of her performance.
I'm gonna be completely real. I think Bella Ramsey was the one who actually needed to play the game.
So it's like I think that's what it is. Like you said, if she didn't play the game just on regard, whatever. But being actively told not to is just weird.
I can like see why they might have said that. Not saying it's right or wrong. Because I feel like it's similar to like when English voice actors are doing like the dub for like anime. It's like, they want to take inspiration from the original dub, like the Japanese dub, but it's like they also kind of want to do their own thing. And I feel like more often than not, they're trying so much to emulate what the Japanese dub did that maybe they don't get to put their personal stamp on things. And maybe for this, they're like, we want Bella Ramsey's performance, not Bella Ramsey imitating like I can't think of her name right now, but the original actress's performance. So I can see why they might have said that, because it's also the way that the game is structured. It's like it's a video game movie. So literally, like if you could have watched the performance, you'd be like, "Oh, I'll just do this thing," and then like she did this, so I'll do this, and it's like I could see how it happened.
I don't know.
I'm not saying it was a good thing to say, but I see why. Yeah.
But no, it makes me so sad seeing like what he's doing with this after I just rewatched Chernobyl again, and I'm like, man, he killed it with Chernobyl. And then to rewatch this again, it's just like, what happened?
That's why I think he might be the one that stayed. If it is creative differences, again, we don't know exactly because you're not really telling us anything. But I could see HBO saying, well, hey, this guy made Chernobyl and season 1 of The Last of Us with us. It's the video game guy who was the problem.
Wow.
Because again, frankly, Warner Brothers and HBO aren't that bright, and I don't expect them to know any of the video game behind the scenes inner workings. Like they should have known that The Last of Us 2 would have been received critically
literally
worse than season 1, but I legitimately don't think they knew that because they're just going off what they did in season 1.
That's fair.
That's crazy. And I know somebody that like PA'd on that show, and I know for sure that he knew like what was coming. But it's like I doubt that they listened to PAs, so they probably, in one ear, not in the other.
Yeah.
Well, two announcements. Yeah, quick little two things. There was Prada 2 is now in production. Very happy about that. I just want to say that.
Let's go.
Very happy about that. And also this week it was My Morphin Power Rangers the movie 30th anniversary, so I'm very happy about that. Yes, still two things mainly for me. Thanks. All right, yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Okay, so I guess like some of the Spider-Man news about the Punisher being in Spider-Man. And is there anything else, Joel, besides that? That we got
the Punisher. We didn't talk about that last week, right?
No.
Yeah, so the Punisher is Spider-Man. Like, but it's funny is we talked about that like a couple weeks ago before it got officially announced because there was rumors about that possibly. I mean, it wasn't the rumors of the Hulk was a thing, is what happened, and I think it was Roka who mentioned that. There was that he heard that the Punisher was also supposed to be in the movie, and they were supposed to tag team. Like at least that was the original idea, that Punisher Hulk. We pushed for Punisher Spider-Man to take on the Hulk, Savage Hulk. Right. And that was like I feel like 2 months ago. Hearing that, And then once we heard the rumors about the Hulk, I'm like, well, maybe the Punisher stuff is real. And then that got officially announced before even the Hulk got officially announced. So yeah, that's a thing. The Punisher's in Spider-Man, played by John Bernthal, who we will be seeing at least 3 times next year. Who knew that would happen? Yeah. We're going to see him in Daredevil Season 2, his own special presentation, and apparently in Spider-Man 4. So what a year for the Punisher. Good for him. Like, not in Avengers probably, but definitely in everything else.
Has the Punisher ever been an Avenger?
No.
He was a new Avenger for like a second, and then like Captain America said, "Get out! No, we can't do this."
That was a moment I think he was wearing Captain's gear or some shit for a little bit. It was during Civil War. It was a lot of
Cap's like, "You are a psychopath. Get out of my office."
He did save Spider-Man from being jumped in the store. Like, but hey, shit happens. He grew up a Captain America fan. That's what it was. He looks up to Steven a lot. He just won't, he doesn't show it, but he is a big Captain America fan. Anyway, I'm excited. That's cool, even though I don't know how any of this makes sense at the moment. I don't know narratively where any of this movie is going, because everything we hear
makes perfect sense. Spider-Man and the Punisher fighting the Hulk. Genius. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I swear I've probably made that up in my head when I was a kid a couple times.
Smashing the action figures together.
Oh, absolutely. That's what it seems like. One day I just had this random toys. I'm like, let's do it. You're not random because they're in the same universe, but it's just something I just not considering all the people. We've heard a lot anyway, but we've heard the newest castings that we've heard. Sadie Sink. Still don't know what role she is, what role she plays. Eliza Colonzais, the lady from The Bear, she's in this in some capacity. Don't know what that. She's been announced. We don't know what her role is.
Yeah, but that's people have a lot of thoughts about that one.
I have some theories.
Hope they're correct.
Case, but, we'll see. Apparently, MJ and Ned will be returning in some capacity as well. But that's all we know. We've heard a lot of rumors. Like we've heard rumors about Mr. Negative, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Negative. We've heard rumors about obviously Punisher and Hulk recently. We've heard, Scorpion. We've heard a lot of different ones. So I have no idea what's real anymore, even though some of the stuff we heard turned out to be real. We'll see. They have a whole year to.
Tom will get to talking soon.
Well, I think they released a shooting schedule today, right? I saw that floating around. They think it's at the end of July.
Is this still in between Avengers movies? Or?
No.
At the moment, yes.
It's not, right?
I thought because
no, it's before. You're right.
Yeah, it's before now.
It's before both or just before?
Before both.
Before both.
Yeah. Weird. Okay.
It used to be in between. Now it's before both.
Well, that makes more sense because I'm like, what is Spider-Man doing between these Avengers movies? But now it's just a regular Spider-Man movie. That's fine.
Yeah.
There's a movie in between. I have no idea what that's going to be.
Is there still I didn't know there was still a movie in between.
In July 23rd, 2027, there is a movie. Right now. They could always remove that. But as of right now, there is
could be Doctor Strange 3.
Could be. I mean, that would help. Explain what the hell he's been put.
Right? Because his name was on one of the chairs, right?
No. I don't believe
that's right. No, I think you're right now.
And he backtracked twice. When they talked about it, they asked him. He said no, and then later on said, well, I guess I am. It's like, I'm wrong. Don't ask me. I don't know why I say anything.
All I know is all of them better stay on social media. They didn't even take a picture together. We question it. What's going on?
That's fair. Yeah, look, just because you're wearing one of the chairs doesn't mean you're not in the movie. I'll tell you that much.
All right.
That is fair. If they do bring Mr. Negative, I hope the guy who played him in the games gets it.
I know.
Yeah.
Dude, Juwan really likes him.
He was also just in Mission Impossible.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah.
Oh, it was him. That was him. Good shit. Yeah. He would have been good. Yeah, you're right. But again, we'll see if even the characters in the movie
right.
at all. But, that wouldn't be. There have been plenty of good options, but that would not be a bad one. And that could have. I'm sure they'll find a way to get how they explain Hulk going savage again, or at least not being able to control himself again is going to be interesting. How they explain that. I've had my own thoughts. Like I thought maybe the way they introduced the Hulk is by maybe Peter finds a job with Banner or something like that. Like because Spider-Man in the first game he's working with Dr. Octopus, Like lab assistant. I can see him finding a lab assistant job somewhere.
Yeah.
This is literally the plot of every Spider-Man story ever, where I go work for big pharma. Oh, suddenly the lead scientist becomes a crazed monster. That was Green Goblin. That was Doc Ock. That was the video game.
At some point, you got to start thinking like, yo, are you the common denominator? What
He
you
definitely
doing?
is. After the Lizard, I was already over it. I'm like, okay, this is like 4 movies in a row, man.
What you be doing to people, man? You're an assistant from hell.
I'm just saying he needs to make money, and there's probably good money in that some capacity. We don't know what he's been through since he's been swinging around at the end of the movie.
Yeah, is he in college anywhere? I know he got out.
He was getting his GED.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
he was working on his GED.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's like there's a lot of shit he has to reintroduce Peter Parker to the world. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of that goes into that. Like, how'd you lose your Social Security, son? And I'm like, I don't know.
How did you would think?
And
like,
Trump's America
in
New York.
And all of his movies
New
should be
York.
back.
Oh, man.
Just can Trump's New York. No,
Mammy. Did
Say it again.
you were saying something?
Oh, no, I was saying you would think like after everything that went down, all of his schooling records should at least still be somewhere. Like the fact that he had to go get his GED now.
His records it's all redacted name. Like, who the fuck is this?
He doesn't exist. He doesn't have a Social Security number. You know,
It's crazy. Like
this is
he
Peter
did
Parker. What do you mean?
He did
Who
a
are
number
you?
on his life. Like it's crazy.
this is why you don't make a deal with the devil.
Wait,
Talk to him.
Speaking of, in the synopsis, why did Mephisto want a marriage for one more day? Like, what was that? Just like a bad week for him? Was he just bored? What the hell?
So, okay, we'll take a second to talk about it. This is the dumbest comic book I have ever seen. This is why when this happened at Ironheart, it pissed me off so much because my chest sunk. I'm like, oh god, we're doing this, huh? So, Spider-Man makes dumb decisions. Aunt May dies. To bring Aunt May back, Mephisto wants Peter and MJ's marriage. And this is only because Marvel editorial needs an excuse to bring Aunt May back, and they need to keep Peter Parker single because he's forever going to be a child, and we're never going to let him mature.
That's so crazy.
That's exactly what it was.
Because, like,
Yes.
on paper, I looked at it, I'm like, why is this man asking for a marriage? Did he have like a bad week? Did he break up with somebody? Like nobody could be happy? What's going on?
Just wait until this leads into the Clone Saga and all this other nonsense that happens. It's a lot. It's a lot. And so when Riri makes a deal with the devil, I'm just like, oh, great. At least she didn't give up her marriage. That's cool.
Maybe that's
But
why she didn't kiss old boy. Like he asked for that too.
Maybe
Double retcon.
But so him asking for the marriage means they can't be together at all. It means just like marriage in a spiritual sense, I guess.
Oh no, yeah, it all just
boyfriend
reset. It
girlfriend?
reset back to zero. So
Oh.
he's single again.
Yeah.
Well,
All of the
I mean,
continuity of their marriage was for like a decade. It's just wiped clean.
Oh,
Like,
they
in a
were
half.
married, like married, or just together?
No,
They
they
were
were married
married.
apparently.
And married men in comics don't sell, apparently. This is why Batman and Catwoman never got married.
Oh,
It was very casual.
That's so interesting.
Apparently. Yeah, I guess
But I mean, there's a loophole in that because, like, if they just fall in love again, like, does he mean all marriages or just that specific?
That's kind of what No Way Home did, right? It's basically we broke Peter and MJ up, and they're gonna have to try and get back together all over.
Oh,
And that's why it's like I can't believe Marvel kind of had loosely adapted the worst Spider-Man story twice.
It's so crazy. Like reading it on paper was like, I don't want to live to see this story.
It was a retcon. It was a double retcon. It was to get his identity back because it was out there. It was public now. They wanted his secret identity back, and they wanted him to stay single. So it's like, oh, we could fix two with one stone.
that's crazy. Why don't y'all like married men, nerds, male nerds?
Because at the root of comic books,
I like. Well, never mind.
at the root of comic books, these are
Never mind. What I was
power
about to say.
fantasies for
Yeah.
15-year-old boys, and marriage doesn't jive with that.
Yeah, that's
Oh
fair.
my god.
And you're always thinking about marriage.
It's like, why would I settle down with the hot model redhead when I can still flirt around with
That's a win, Peter.
the black cat?
You know, selfish.
Oh, man.
Well,
But back to
Okay.
this story, since we actually haven't talked about it. That's a lot of Punisher next year. I don't know if I need that much Punisher, but
I didn't know all of those was coming out in the same year.
All the same year. Ain't that some shit?
Punisher
wild.
stock is going up.
See, oh wait, the marriage can be solidified when Tom Holland actually is like, yeah, me and Zendaya, we're getting married.
I think the movies is different, but yeah, at the time in the comics, it was weird.
There you go.
But like, you can't go now. It's different when this, because now it's technically a real world. Time is going to go on. People are going to get old. You cannot. They killed off Tony Stark, you know, quote unquote. I don't know why, you know, so
I thought it was interesting. It was part of the marketing for the show.
Because they get, it was one of those like seal of approval.
So I'm like,
they tried to get it ahead of the mess. It didn't work, but he tried his best. I respect it.
Yeah. I appreciate him doing it, but at the same time, racists are racist. They can't fix it.
That is also true.
Yeah.
I love the gaslighting they tried to do of like Tony Stark would never kill people. It's like, bitch, he blew people up.
Right.
In the first movie.
He sure fucking will.
I just think it is funny that you know he did all that, and then as soon as the thing opened up, what she said, I was like, "Oh, this is not gonna go over well." Why would they have her say that at the very opening of the show? I'm gonna be better than them, and I was like, "Oh God." I was like, okay.
It was wild.
I mean, see, if she was a man though, like ain't nobody would have thought that. Like, yeah, be better than him. Yeah, we're gonna do all this. It was like nobody would have thought anything.
it negated all those calls and stuff. I was like, oh God. I was like, they're gonna ignore all of that. With that line. And then I saw somebody like talking about how she disrespected it. But she disrespected and somebody was like, did you watch the show? Because she literally says in one of the parts, she was like, I would never disrespect him. Like he did a lot for the tech community. Whatever she said in the episode. Mm-hmm. Like I
even
was
though she disagreed with him, she's like, I would never like discredit.
Still gonna disrespect Steve Jobs though. That is still crazy to me. I'm sorry. Get him out of here.
I mean, see, the apple man, they say the apple is a symbol for the devil. I don't know. It's all coming back together.
Telling you, like you were saying, like I was telling you before, I'm like, you don't know what MCU Steve Jobs did. Like Apple might have been crazy in the MCU.
Oh, he could have been one of them souls that got sold.
Right.
He did say he had a lot of them.
Hilarious.
That's crazy.
I would love to see that list.
Right.
Consider we were talking about castings earlier. Do we want to talk about the Street Fighter castings?
Let's do it. Let's get that out of the way.
Is there a
guess. Yes.
They've been fun.
Every week there's been like new ones.
Because this I don't know what to expect of this. This movie just feels like they're just like, I feel like they got like a Rolodex and just like, all right, this our kin. Throw it in.
That's how it started. It's like I'm excited only because it's happening. But every time we hear a new casting, I'm like, what is this? Like, it's like I can't. I can't fit all of them. Like the only one I've been happy with, technically. Everyone else I'm either whelmed or underwhelmed. So, but like I've been happy with Ryu. That was the only one that I can see that. Everyone else is like, okay.
Is TKO helping fund this movie?
Apparently, they're gonna fund. They're gonna what they call it, support the shit out of this game.
Because the amount of wrestlers that is in this is insane.
Yeah, anything more than one is a lot. So we have two. Now I don't. Again, as I said the first time, I don't expect Akuma's role to be very, very big in this movie. But still, that's a big role for. If you plan on having more than one movie, right?
Right.
So Roman Reigns, this would be his biggest role to date because he was barely a supporting role in the last movie he did, right?
Yeah.
Now Cody has done acting before, nothing this big, and Guile would be the biggest role he's ever had. This is this newest casting that Cody Rhodes casted is Guile.
That is crazy,
which is like one of the major characters in Street Fighter. So it's like. I'm starting to wonder that does fucking Blanca have a bigger role than Guile? What is happening in this movie? Like I don't understand.
I just don't get it. I'm telling you, they have a Rolodex. Like maybe The Rock is calling in some favors or something. Like
I didn't The Rock play fucking Bison. Now that would have been a cool.
The hierarchy of power in video
That
game
would've been
adaptations
a
about
roll
to
right there.
change.
I could have seen that, bro. I could have definitely seen it. Now he would have stayed bald for some reason.
I'm just gonna run down the list real quick.
Yeah, that's one down.
Because we're talking about it, but we're not saying.
You're right.
Who.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a little lost. I'm not gonna lie. I was just nodding.
Smile and wave, boys.
Absolutely.
I do not. I do not have pictures.
Hold on. Let me see if I can grab a.
I think there's
I saw somebody post what's it called?
Like collage or
Like
something.
collage, yeah. I think on Instagram.
Well, it's Andrew Koji as Ryu,
Yep.
Noah Centineo as Ken, Roman Reigns as Akuma, Jason Momoa as Blanca.
Oh, here, I'll send you this Deadline article. It has their pictures. You can just share the screen and scroll down. It has their pictures side by side.
Perfect. Because
I put it in a private chat.
Some people probably don't know.
And it's updated even to have the Cody Rhodes one. So.
I like it. Oh, here we are. All right, give me a second. I'll post it.
Oh, okay.
So, do we want a Street Fighter movie in general before we get to the casting? Well, y'all put
I'm
that
not
out.
opposed.
I wasn't opposed either, but now I'm like, maybe we don't need this.
Yeah, this is a lot of interesting choices have been made.
It started off great. When I saw this, I was like, okay, we doing business. We are in.
Yeah, I mean, look, this was a great start. Right? This is like okay.
This is amazing.
I like this. Then we moved here. This is like okay, it's a stretch, but
I love this.
You only like it for one reason, but this is a stretch, but I'll take it. You can just dye his hair, we'll make it work.
Interesting choice, but
as long as he stays blonde, I don't care. We'll make it work.
Just don't dye his eyebrows like we did, Chris.
No, exactly.
Well, look, he got dark eyebrows.
He has dark eyebrows, exactly. So we can work with it.
So did Thor. We dyed him anyway.
Hey, they went back on it after.
They didn't do it after, so
they did it.
They did the first time. They were like, all right.
They fixed it. There we go. Then we go to Chun-Li, our first Chun-Li.
I'm cool with her. Yeah. I'm not familiar with her work, but I'm giving her a shot. I'm not familiar with her work
either. Yeah, same. I'll give her a shot.
Nate said she was good, so I'm cool with it.
I heard enough people vouch.
All right, yeah, same. So that's why I haven't really had nothing to say because I don't know her, but apparently she's good. So we'll work.
I believe.
Then we get into the first questionable one.
Now, this one, I don't know.
This is very questionable.
This
I was
is a
like,
wild one.
I love this dude. Wow, Forerunners. Anybody? All right.
Deadline got to keep the lights on. I respect it.
No, I do like David Dastmalchian a lot. This is probably his. I want to say his biggest role, but it's definitely going to be.
You think so? Let's see.
Not too much on Polka Dot Man.
As I said, this is a big role. This is the main villain of the fucking game. All right, so I'm expecting him to.
He was also Penguin in Long Halloween Part 2.
Oh, he voiced Penguin.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn. Okay.
Yeah, he was also in The Dark Knight, but that's not.
He had a very small role.
He was apparently in Dune.
He was, and he was.
Everyone was in Dune. It doesn't surprise me.
He did an episode of The Flash.
I don't. He's gonna be right. This is definitely probably his biggest role.
I mean, he's been in a lot of stuff. He has a long.
He has a long.
IMDb is long.
He's gonna be in One Piece the next season, so it's like, okay, this guy's got work for days, but like this is a big role.
So, just to jump in right quick, this is the moment because we're all going just off of visually. He's a fantastic actor,
for sure.
And this is the moment where we get into this is a movie, not a game. He's probably not gonna be boxing that much.
No. I don't expect him. You're right. He's one of those guys. And considering he uses his power, the way he uses his powers, he doesn't have to physically touch you all the time. Mm-hmm. His psycho power doesn't allow you. Like he could just fucking throw you around if he wants, right? So, I still want to see some of his classic moves. So of course, they don't get too crazy with it. But yes,
I think it was just like you said, the visual of like, because this is when I saw the casting photo. This is the literal side by side I saw, and I was like,
oh, that's hysterical.
And they didn't have his name, so like I know the name, but I didn't know the face of the name.
Right.
Yeah, this is an odd picture of him. He doesn't.
It doesn't give Bison.
And so it was just this, and I'm like, this looks weird. I don't know if I agree with this. And I saw the name, I'm like, okay, well, he's a good actor. I can deal with that. he should bulk up a little bit though.
I agree. Don't get me wrong. Raul Julia didn't bulk up, and he looked.
Get a
He
muscle
did it.
Don't get
suit.
me wrong. They gave him a suit
Gosh.
for it, you know.
Yeah.
But still, I was looking for more of a racially ambiguous actor for this because no one knows what the fuck Bison is.
I feel like it was just also like some of the names that were thrown out as rumors, and then to land with this because it was also like going from rumored to be Walter Goggins to
Walter
this.
Goggins, yeah. Wow.
I was
Well,
like,
yeah. Okay.
I was like, we clearly we turned left somewhere.
Yeah, like budget went down. No offense at all. Just saying. Anyway, next was we were just talking about it. Cody Rhodes' guy.
Here for it.
I saw a lot of fan casting for this. My fan cast was Alan Richardson. That's what it should have been.
Well,
He
I
was
was
rumored
here for
last
that
week,
as
right?
well.
He was what?
I think he was.
Alan Richardson was rumored for the role last week.
Yeah.
He was,
Then Cody Rhodes got
they never. He was only fan cast because as soon as all those names came out, someone threw him in there. Like they tried to wish it in.
So I was
And
gonna say
I appreciate
when you
the hustle.
Googled this last week, his name was attached a lot.
Yes, it was all fan. I never saw like he was talking to him. Maybe he did. I did not see that anywhere though.
Okay.
So Cody Rhodes. The first time I heard anything was Cody Rhodes right now. So
I don't know that I've ever looked at Cody Rhodes' face before. I'm like, who is this man?
Cody Rhodes is.
I mean, they do
he's a
show
wrestler.
another part of him online. Anyway,
He's a wrestler.
Oh, boy.
All right.
I just hope we commit to the hair.
Yeah,
that'll
absolutely.
be fine. That'll be
You got to.
He's not a natural blonde. He just happens to always dye his hair now. So like that's gonna be interesting.
I think the hair is out. I ain't gonna hold you.
no.
Did you don't like fun?
I would prefer to have the hair, but I don't.
You need some type of
Nah,
homage to the
man.
brush, not
I
like the slick back they did with fucking.
you
Batman.
not getting that. Like
You
you
have
might
to.
get a flat top, and it might be flared a little bit, but you're not getting that.
I mean, that's what it is.
I'm cool with that. I no
Yeah,
problem.
That's what it is.
I want the aggressive flare. I want it so
Whatever the fuck this is.
You want the makeup brush.
I want a swash. All right. This one completely caught me off guard.
This one is.
I'm
one.
like, why first of all, because Jason Momoa is such a big name and Blanca is such a.
It's so
I don't know
pretty.
I just don't know how to put him narratively into a story, and so like, apparently some of the story is gonna have something to do with Blanca because why would you have Jason unless he's one of those castings where it's like you got this big casting to bring people in and then he's gone really quick.
Maybe.
But
I wouldn't be surprised.
I need to see how this gonna look.
hopefully like that. That's kind of what we're going for.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how Blanca looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
definitely-
Mm,
At the
That's-
very least, he's gonna be green.
mm.
green and orange. That's just how she should look. Right there.
Time out for a second. Trayvon, what did you want him to look like? Just Jason Momoa, or did you not want him to commit to what Blanca looks like?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Okay.
He definitely didn't want him to commit. No. I didn't want him to commit at all. Like,
I mean,
just
with his
wanted-
shirt off.
hey,
Yeah.
got that going
He'll
for
be
you.
shirtless. He
Green
will be
pecs.
shirtless. He should be shirtless.
Cut off shorts, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half naked, basically.
So are his next two roles gonna just be him being like
And paint.
pale white as Lobo and then like lime green? as
Oh, no. We can't forget Chief of War.
Oh yeah, I'll be mostly
That's a
naked.
view.
Yeah.
That's a view. Yeah, that'd be good.
A view indeed.
Indeed.
I'll be watching.
But anyway, hopefully we at least look like Blanca at the very least.
You know what? You know it's fine. You know, make them look like what they want to look like. I forgot I had Chief of War. I'm good.
Oh,
That's
I
fine.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
God forbid they look like the fucking
That's fine.
characters they
Yeah.
are. This was interesting.
I'm not opposed to this.
I'm not either because again, I don't expect it to be a huge role, but still, like,
Yeah.
it's still like I can see it. Weirdly enough, do it. I think he could definitely fake it while he tries it. So 50 Cent,
think you
Polaroid,
committing to the bad hairline?
I want him to commit to the cross-eyed.
The cross
all right, we'll see. Maybe got lazy eye. You never know. That'd be fun. That'd be like this man's eyes start to wonder and shit.
It kind of goes against 50's brand though, because from what I remember, Balrog is kind of like a down in his luck boxer. It's like, will 50 be willing, like Digital say, commit to the hairline, commit to like looking that like down and out, or does he would like, no, I'm 50, I'm still gonna look good, man.
Right, like I feel like Balrog
mean-
might be like he might be on top of his game now. Like,
Right.
To
I
me,
mean, he went through a
Balrog-
little bit in power. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
do some
but
stuff.
my thing with Balrog is that he's one of the warlords, right? So to me, he doesn't have to be down on his luck. If he's part of Bison's crew, if he's one of the bosses, he don't have to, in my opinion.
I think maybe so. His hair looks fine in the movie, but then something happens where it gets messed up, and it looks like the
He
OG
go to a
look.
bad barber. Just
Bang.
the barber messed him up one day.
Maybe somebody's fighting him with a knife, and she's like, shoo, shoo.
Weird shit going on right here. I don't know what happened. Like, anyway, that's Balrog. Vega. Orville Peck as Vega. All right, another character I don't expect to have much speaking role in this movie, considering Vega's Spanish, like a Spaniard. Ninja. He's a ninja bullfighter.
I love committing to the bit since he's always wearing a mask. He has a mask.
I do like that, and that's why I don't expect him to have much of a speaking role either. Mm-hmm. I do look forward to seeing how they make the look. I hope he looks like this, honestly, because Vega looks cool.
Me too.
You know, and I want to see. I want the snake tattoo and the long braid and all that. Give me all that, because that's all Vega right there. He's very vain. Don't fucking touch my face. I love that. You know, just it's very much make him look at least very close to this, and I'll be happy. You know.
Yeah.
This was not Dan Hibiki being in this game. I mean, this movie completely shocks me, considering he's a joke. First of all, he's a fucking parody of a parody, and the fact that he's a parody of oh my god, what's his name? Ryo from King of Fighters. Who was a parody of Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter. And this is only basically making fun of him. And they kind of put Ryu and I forget the other character that's in the end. Looks kind of like very much like Dan. But it's a joke character. She's a funny. They got a comedian. Now, again, Dan is Asian normally. Why they went with a white guy is interesting.
That might be the joke because Ryu's in this game, and if he's just like the whitewashed parody of the character, that could be.
Yeah, that could be, but maybe he's more of a parody because obviously Ryo is not a real character in this world. I'm
talking about like just Ryu in the movie.
I know that's what I'm saying. So basically, he's a parody of Ryu. So like that's fair. He could be like a whitewashed Ryu, or maybe he's a big fan, type of shit. They could do that. You're absolutely right. That could be the joke. That's pretty funny now that I think about it. I just don't need him keeping the mustache, unless that's also part of the joke. That would be interesting. But whatever. This is Dan. Dan's in the movie. God bless all you Dan fans. Dan has fans somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Dan has his fan base. Roman Reigns is Akuma. Another crazy fucking casting, considering not much acting under his belt. Aside from wrestling, which he's gotten much better at. He's much better on the mic than he's ever been, in my opinion. But man, like, I don't want him to have facial hair, so I don't need that. Like, so I mean, like, if you're gonna look like Akuma, look like Akuma. That's only my thing. Commit. If you're gonna do it, you gotta commit. I look forward to seeing if he does it.
Well,
the beard could bring the women to the theater.
He just had another kid,
and the men.
The men are going there regardless, in my opinion. So that's
night.
Regardless. Like I said, I think that's the end of it for now.
Yeah.
So that's the most recent. I'm sure there'll probably be others that we don't know about if they stop telling us. But that's the bulk of it. Akuma, Dan.
That's a lot of characters already.
It is. Yeah. And like I said, some of these guys. Look, they didn't even mention Eric Andre. He's going to be a announcer, so like he's in this as well, and obviously that's not a real character, but still that's why he's one of those. They just announced him, so I mean there's like I don't know if they're gonna have more. Like I want to see characters like Zangief and Dhalsim, Honda, or Cammy, T-Hawk, Fei Long, DJ. There's so many characters. It's too many characters. That's why it was always hard to make up a story. The one good story I saw from them was Assassin's Fist. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. It was like a fan film. It was a Street Fighter fan.
Yeah, that was very good.
Great, very good. That was focused mainly on Ryu and Ken, but I thought it was great. And I loved what they did with that story. So I'm like, that so far has been the best live action Street Fighter to date. This movie can only. try to be that good, in my opinion. We'll see, because they were really good. So we'll see. I want to be positive, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm with you. I do want to be positive as well. I can't shake the feeling of like y'all just throwing stuff at the.
Yeah,
tough, man.
I. It's not that I don't care, but Street Fighter to me has never really been about the story, even though I do find the story interesting. So I'm just here, like, just to see what happens,
That's also my problem with Street Fighter. That's why Street Fighter is my favorite fighting game of all time. Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But I've preferred Mortal Kombat more recently because I like their narrative more than anything Street Fighter ever gives me, because they don't really have a narrative, and it bothers the shit out of me. Because I'm like, there should be some type of story in there. Tekken tries, Mortal Kombat tries, Street Fighter kind of half-asses it, and it bothers me. Because there is a story there.
Is that what we say Tekken's doing over there?
Tekken tries. They try.
They have even in other mediums. They just had like that animated series.
They have some type of narrative.
Yeah,
I mean, Street Fighter. They didn't lay into it enough in terms of narrative, but
you didn't like the animated series, I take it.
No.
Oh, the animated that was terrible.
I also wasn't a fan, to be honest, but I thought I was in the minority
about it completely until you mentioned it.
Love Tekken. The story is stupid, but
the story is crazy.
But there's a story. It is a crazy fucking story.
Yeah. I will say that. Like, I watched the Tekken lore and like the Street Fighter lore, like, to go to sleep to, over like the course of like a few days, and I do remember more about Tekken than I do about Street Fighter. It was more interesting to me.
It's one of those things you can't make a movie about. It's just a fun fighting game, video game story. That's where I am with this Street Fighter movie, where it's like, I'm just here to see him box, I guess. I don't know. Like, there's not much for me to care about narrative-wise. That's why it's like, fun.
That's why I'm worried. I'm worried that they don't care, and that
that's fair.
That's my.
I feel like okay.
That's valid. That's totally valid.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess
probably accurate.
At optimistic side, I was gonna say, in that regard, they have the biggest opportunity to create a story to convince people to care. Fair. But like to your point, it's like if they don't care, then it's like. Ugh.
That's my worry. Like, if you care a little bit, you might be able to make a story what's worth telling. Yeah. But some of these cast scenes are like, they don't give a fuck, do they? Just like, I don't know exactly. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, Trayvon, what's next?
All right. How many of us have seen F1? I mean,
do I have? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mike, you haven't seen it yet, right? But do you?
Nope. But y'all can spoil it. It's F1. It's cool.
All right, F1.
They win the race. Oh shit! I was
what? Shit. But should we tell who won the race?
That's right. Exactly. Who you think won?
This story was not what I thought it was gonna be, because I could have sworn that they were gonna base this like in the past, but it was pretty much like a story that took place pretty much in the present. So I was a little bit surprised about that. But
I did cool. The thing that I kept noticing in the movie, I was like, they kept talking about Lewis Hamilton, and I was like, is he gonna talk?
No, nobody did. Nobody talked.
They kept showing up and saying his name. I was like,
that's because he's one of the best drivers in F1.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I didn't know that. I
he's a big Nicky, by the way. But
that's
how I know who he is.
I was sitting next to guys that knew about racing, though. It was funny.
But the movie was great. I
had a great time with it.
Was really cool.
I was talking about it. I think I was just talking. I don't remember if it was on the podcast or if I was just talking to people about it. But a lot of the stuff that I had liked from the Gran Turismo movie and how they shot it, they did here.
Yes.
And I just, once again, it's just the way that they filmed these races. It's so crazy and it's so good. And there weren't a lot of people in my theater, so I was able to have loud reactions, but it kind of sucked because I was like sort of reacting to myself. So I'm like, this is crazy.
Looking around, nobody's there.
That's interesting because this movie did really well at the box office. Also, it's the director of Top Gun Maverick, so we kind of should have expected it looking that insane.
I went in thinking it was going to look insane. I was just glad that it lived up to it. But yeah, to Mike's point, it made 166 mil.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
They did. I mean, how they film a lot of stuff. I guess because I saw that stuff about them using like a specific iPhone hookup rig and all that stuff, and that's how we got Pro Raw in the iPhone 6 to 12. They came up with it during this, and they put it in the iPhones to let you film raw, footage or whatever. I was like, oh, that's cool. So
I'll be using when I film from my phone.
Yeah,
I heard.
I heard that your video's got to be this crispy then.
Oh, dang, the expectations now. I heard that people that watch F1 and that are really into the sport, which I'm like, I'm right on the precipice, but I'm just watch the documentary. I do not watch the races. I actually avoid the races so that I can look forward to the documentary. But
very cool.
The people that watch the races, they seem to not like the movie as much. But I also think it's because they don't realize it's a movie for entertainment and not like an actual like documentation of F1. They're just like, oh, it wasn't realistic, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's a movie.
Take artistic liberties,
Yeah, like I feel like they got it close enough. Like I didn't think there was anything egregious that happened where I'm like,
you made me give a shit for 2 hours. That's how I felt like that worked.
Yeah.
Other than that, I never listened to F1 or watch F1 or care about F1. I sat there and watched and cared.
I do watch some of the races. I don't watch. I'm not as deep as a lot of people, but I do pay attention to the races.
I will say, I didn't realize how much goes into that shit.
It's like
crazy. The team is huge, right?
Yeah.
They built a car.
Well, that was what drew me in.
That's the amount of laps for me. No.
Yeah, the lapses.
Oh, man.
What the hell? Was it a 24-hour one? Hell no. What?
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Right?
That race, that's what drew me into F1. Like seeing how much went into it, and then I was talking to somebody who went to the 24 hours. It's the 24 hours of Le Mans.
Oh, I wouldn't.
And she didn't stay the entire time. No.
I know the one in Vegas, but not that 24 hours.
She was talking about how like she stayed for like I think 6 or 8 hours or something.
That's still a long time. But I guess you paid for the ticket. So
yeah, when you pay for it, you probably. And she seemed like she was so much more into it.
Yeah.
But like how everything is like, you come in for your 4-hour shift, how they had to have a team of drivers because one person can't drive 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to have like teams of drivers ready to be like, yo, all right, here comes in Jamie, Trayvon, be ready to hop in as soon as Jamie come in, your car needs to be leaving. And it was so interesting. And I like that this movie, and I keep bringing it back to Gran Turismo because those are like the first two F1 sort of style movies that I've seen. But they really both captured that in and out of it so well.
They did.
That was dope.
I would give it, like you said, I really like Gran Turismo. Just for the record, that was a really good movie in my opinion.
I agree.
Shout out to Trayvon for convincing me to go watch it.
It was
very
good.
good. I would have not seen it if Trayvon didn't bully us into it.
Right.
Hey man, it was really good. And F1 reminded me a lot of it. Based on how it was filmed, and man, was it fucking good? Like it was filmed well, it was shot well, and Brad Pitt is still a fucking beast because he is so good in this movie. How he is 60 years old is beyond me. How is he 60?
Him and Damson playing off of each other
so well.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
There was the dynamic between the two.
I'm glad he was with his mom. I'm like, so I still got a shot.
Like,
ain't no girl in the picture. I like that. I like to see that.
But yeah, cool. I really enjoyed F1. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah. I'm glad it's having the success that it has. Do y'all think they should do a second one?
F2?
I'd be down. F2 is like actually it's
that's lower.
Enough. Yeah.
Again, do you think the movie studio knows that?
They might not.
I'm sure somebody got to tell them before they get approved. Don't do that there.
2F21. That's what they're gonna do.
Oh, I'm out. Never mind.
It was cool to see the mom because she's from Ted Lasso. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Dr. Sharon Fieldstone.
Mm-hmm. I like her in that.
She got on my nerves with Ted Lasso. Yikes.
I would like another F1 movie though. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'm part of the Drive to Survive watchers, so I'm like, if you put out something F1, I'll watch it.
It's gonna be a lot of drama next year on the documentary. It's been a lot of stuff, especially the first few races of the year. There was a lot.
I already know because Lewis switched over to Ferrari. I'm like, oh yeah, there's bound to be some shit. It is bound to be crazy, and I can't wait to see the tape. I'm excited. And Daniel is gone. That one's sad. I kind of feel like he. No disrespect to Daniel. Love him. Think he's a golden retriever of a man. I don't know if he was. I don't know if he had the drive for F1. So I was not surprised when he got cut.
I just want to take a second and say how funny it is that Jamie is taking sports and turning it into reality TV.
It's so great.
I mean, it's good. Okay, I like it.
This is such a unique way to experience it. That's just so interesting.
Imagine if other sports did like that. The documentary like that, like at the end of the season, just put out this is all the stuff that happened throughout the year that you did.
I'd probably be more into it. Like, tell me what
Starting Five is doing for the NBA now, right?
That is true.
Like,
yeah,
that season finale is gonna be crazy when it's Halliburton versus Shea.
That is true.
But it's good. It's good stuff. Literally, it's so funny how I ended up watching it because, like, I only turned it on because I'm like, oh, I don't really like NASCAR. Probably won't like F1. I'm just gonna watch this so I can go to sleep. And then I was up like half the night. So that's how
Lilo and Stitch passed a Minecraft movie to be the highest grossing movie of the year.
Okay.
I still haven't seen it.
Man,
it's okay.
I watched the Minecraft movie recently.
I saw that. I saw the Minecraft movie.
I thought it was cute.
Lilo and Stitch.
I haven't seen Lilo yet.
There were still, when I went to go see Jurassic World yesterday, there was definitely still a lot of kids coming out of Lilo and Stitch. There's also a lot of kids in Jurassic World.
I was seeing F1 yesterday morning. I guess they took a trip. I don't know. It was like a whole bunch of kids in there. Like, I was like, oh, okay. I assume they're going to see that.
Probably either that or Jurassic. Like I said, there was
true. Yeah.
My theater for that was half kids. And I went middle of the day yesterday.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I went at 11 a.m. to see F1.
But same. Most people in your theater?
5, 6 people. It wasn't
that's
I'm going at morning showings though, to be fair.
I've been to a lot of morning showings. It has never been that empty.
That's why I was kind of worried when Jamie said that there weren't a lot of people in hers, but she was telling me about it. And then I went that next morning. Like I went this last Sunday to go see it. And so it was Sunday at like 10.
I don't think a lot of people go during the week, to see it in the middle. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was good. I'm very happy with what we got. We can talk about the Batman 2 script has been turned in, but James Gunn hasn't read it.
No.
Well, by now he should have, right? Didn't he say he was going on a flight that weekend or something?
I think in one of his recent interviews over like the last couple of days, he did say he read it. To be fair, so I think he has read it now.
Is that all he said?
That's all he said. I mean, I
feel like you would hype it up if you loved it. Like I loved it.
I don't know because he's already been for like the last few months. James Gunn's like he's been sending me pages and it's great. So now it's like I've read the whole thing and it's still great. I guess like I don't think he needs to confirm. I feel
like he has to confirm it so we know it's going to happen. Like you're not going to send it back. You'd be like. I read it, I said I read it, but like I decided to send it back again. If he says that, it's gonna be hell.
I don't know if he'd ever tell us that. I know he talks a lot, but I don't know if he'd ever say, "Oh yeah, we need another draft," and I send it back. I don't think he'd ever actually say that out loud.
And he shouldn't if he had to.
People would keep asking him though, like
I wouldn't say a word.
So
still working on it. That's all you say.
He better not say that. They're still working on it. He better not say that.
Then it's just assume that you sent it back. He said it was finished.
But I say that.
I'm just
saying. Avoid them threads. If that's that was the thread you don't reply to. Okay, well. All right, well. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really just like, it's done. Hope it's scheduled for what, 2027 release. So
Yeah.
2027.
if we stay on track, they're shooting next year, and it comes out the year after. So there's not much to talk about.
Okay.
If it gets delayed again, then we have a problem.
I mean, I don't. Anything specific for the Superman interviews you guys will talk about? I have that in here, but I don't think there's anything specific.
I haven't been watching any of them because I started seeing too much information.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Some of them have too much information.
I saw.
They all saw the movie. So
yeah, I saw one, and it had. I forgot already what the information was. I was like, I didn't know that previously. I'm done watching these.
Yeah, I pieced out too. There's some like general DC Universe stuff that he talked about that we could probably get into. But like movie specific stuff, I've been trying to stay away from.
That, yeah.
Oh well, I'll say one thing. I'm never getting static. Okay, that's it. All right, so let's move on.
Hold on. The other DC Universe stuff, I do want to talk about Nubia is going to be like there. I do agree with Mike. There's definitely some general DC Universe stuff that we should talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
Oh, what's that?
So, well, first off, he said that Nubia is a character that we should be seeing in the relatively near future, and so I want to know, what is the near future like? Is that the Amazon show? Does that mean that that's closer than we think? Like, what work is being done on that? Is it we know that there's a forthcoming Wonder Woman movie now, so like, is she going to be in that? Like, or is she going to be in both? Like, it's exciting.
He also said Wonder Woman was coming along well. So we're gonna get Wonder Woman probably relatively soon. Like if he's talking about how that script's coming along, that might be near completion, and they might be shooting that same time as Batman next year at this point.
Right.
Wow.
So, that's exciting.
That'd be a great fucking time to be, at that time. Imagine shooting Wonder Woman and Batman at the same time.
No, imagine being the person who's like hopefully they're filming relatively near, like you're going back and forth from both sets.
Yeah, imagine that, because they apparently shared the set with Superman and Peacemaker for like a day or whatever, where he was able to walk from one to the other.
That's so crazy.
Can you imagine? No, that would be so insane, because the set photos are going to be like, damn it, I want these two together and they're in different universes.
That would be funny. That's fair.
You just see Cornswell just walking casually past Pattinson as they're filming Superman 2.
Oh,
it's going to hurt. No.
The rumors that would start, though.
That's also fair. Yeah. Keep them apart from filming.
But exactly. But yeah, Nubia would be so dope. I'd love that. We also today got word of, like James Gunn was saying, that they're also doing like international filming. So now we're getting like a Korean series, and that's probably Huntress, which is cool.
Yeah.
So that type of stuff I think is interesting as well. Just it adds a different flavor to the DC universe. Having Eastern and Western stories exist in the same continuity, I think would just be really fresh and unique, and it would allow things to not get stale, I think.
Right. I saw a rumor about that character today.
Yeah, that's from the
Tom Clement.
Yeah,
right?
Mantis. Yeah, Mantis from Guardians. Apparently, at least according to Nexus Point News, they're talking about the same shit about the international shows and how, like what Mike was just saying, and that she was apparently being eyed possibly for Huntress, because they're going to play Huntress as like half Korean, half Italian.
Well, she wouldn't be eyed, because if everybody remembers, because James Gunn talks way too much, he said, I already have a role for her.
Yeah.
So if this is it, she's already got it.
Fair. But again, we don't know for sure. So it's
we just don't know if this is it. But she's got a role somewhere around here that he's already well aware of.
I mean, and if you're right, if that's correct, this is crazy shit to have like a Korean show in Korean, because apparently the show is going to have, and it's going to be in the actual languages.
That's lit.
And I was going to say, sorry, real quick, to go off to what Mike was saying. They also asked her, and she said, no, we have one specific character. And this is from, I think, June of last year. She was like, no, we have a character that we already talked about. I just can't say anything right now. So it's like...
So that's legit. And you just don't know what,
Well, and unrelated to all of that, somebody asked James Gunn about Huntress, and he's like, I love Huntress. You're going to see her very soon.
So it just, everything sounds like they're trying to say what they're trying to say.
It looks like it could be Huntress, and she's playing Huntress. That's interesting. That's very interesting if that's the case. To go to do that and make her half Italian, half Korean, and make it based, like make a Korean set show. I forgot they already I forget the guy there was a director that they're talking to for this. It's a series, right? So it's gonna be, I guess, a showrunner for. He did something else in Korea that he's
yeah, K drama.
Was it a villain? I think it's called Villainous or whatever the hell it's called.
I don't have it in front of me, but yeah, I think that sounds right.
I forget the name of it, and it's because I think he mentioned it in one of his interviews. He mentioned the guy's name that he wants something like that, and then apparently that guy is actually attached to that thing.
That's sick.
Which is interesting. Yeah, that's pretty fun. If you can get some of you shot some of your movie like this, and you actually get the guy that you were like homaging to. Here it is over here. Let me see if I can grab his name.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Oh, it's he did Action Boys, like you said, the Villainous and Afterburn.
Yep.
Jung Byung-gil.
There you go, Jung Byung-gil. Yeah, that guy.
I respect you going for the name pronunciation, Didge. I would have chickened out.
That was good.
I thought about. That's why I said that. That's why I said the movies first. And I was saying it in my head the entire time.
Full confidence, too, man. I respect.
Jung Byung-gil. Very good. Very good. Attached to it. Yeah, apparently he's been attached to write and direct the series. So
yeah, that's exciting. And like Trayvon was saying, Static. It's unfortunate, but Milestone and DC and contract negotiations. Like, I think it'll happen. It'll just be a few years away. Like, from the way he was saying it, it didn't sound like it's never going to happen. It's just, I don't have good news for you right now, type of deal.
I wonder what the complexities are, though. That's what gets to me.
It's almost entirely probably money, right? Like,
I imagine
the money split.
Yeah, studio and because you're splitting the character, right? So it's like, all right, now that's kind of what kept Hulk from having his own movies is the whole thing.
Milestone might want to. They're probably thinking about wanting to pick
cut.
Other character. Well, I wouldn't even.
Their universe.
They want other characters from their universe probably, and so it's like I'm sure, like you said, money, and then also just like, well, how's everybody else getting involved?
It's also just the money split as well, because Milestone could be like, well, hey, we'll go in 50-50, and Warner Brothers and DC are like, why would we give you 50-50 when you're doing none of the production costs?
Right.
It's like you get half the revenue and we do all the work. You're just licensing the character. That's not a fair deal. And so they have to come to some sort of agreement. That's why the Spider-Man deal is so interesting, because essentially Marvel say, we're going to make a movie for free because their money goes to Sony, essentially. It's kind of crazy. Just to have him pop up in Avengers movies, but it was worth it for them.
I was gonna say that probably gave them an extra couple $100 million. That
was one of the best. I know it sounds weird. That was one of the best days of my life. When they reported that, I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Heaven." Anyway, it is sad that it's going to be more complex, but I really hope it happens, because like the Dakotaverse and even all those characters are interesting, and like I think we got to see more of them in the Young Justice cartoon. Like we got the Icon, we got the Rocket.
It might be something like that where they'll just have to appear in other things. They might not get solo projects. It might be easier to say, hey, we'll license out for Static to appear in a Titans project, but no solo Static thing right away. Unfortunately,
that was like my first question when we were talking about Static. I'm like, would he get his own shit, like his own movie?
They announced it.
Universe. Yes, but that's before the whole thing became a thing.
That was also, again, Milestone and DC kind of reconnected in like 2020 when they made that announcement, and they've since broken up again because they canceled all the books again. So
I read those books, which is sad. And they were working on an animated movie. Remember the animated movie?
Yeah,
that they were going to do an animated movie. I remember that. I was looking forward to that. And then, of course, the whole Static movie that never went through. And my question was, like, was it going to be ever connected to DCU? And if they did a movie, it could be it's an Elseworld, and the Dakotaverse can be their own thing. It really can. But do you want that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. What was there was another thing that happened. Oh, yeah, David Cornsweet wants to team up with Robin. That's cute. He was like, I'd love to be like the mentor to Batman's protege, be like the fun uncle, and I'm like, well, Nightwing gets his name from Superman, so that would be funny.
I was
But
gonna say him and Dick have that kind of relationship. I don't know how about him and Damian.
yeah, I don't know if Gordon Sweat got that far in his Batman comic reading yet. He's probably tomorrow like, wait, Jason Todd died?
Pretty sure Damian looks at that's a pansy in tights.
But that'd be cute. Getting a Nightwing origin story, you can have a Superman cameo. That'd be fun.
That would be
funny. No one would see that coming. Like, that's pretty cool. But Nightwing, Flamebird. Whoop. Anyway, is that it? Is that all yet?
Of the major stuff, I mean, we had James Gunn saying that he likes Adria Arjona for Wonder Woman, but that's also like,
duh. It was like one of those like, yeah, I worked with her. That's one of those like, she's great.
Yeah, him saying I've worked with her before, she's great, but also saying she'd make a great Wonder Woman. It's like, what do you mean by that? That's the last story. Like,
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing he has to like. I don't know if he has realized it, but like everything he said is going to be dissected like a fucking specimen under the lab. So like you can't just say shit with him anymore. It's crazy. It's insane, but that's part of life when you're the head of DC right now.
right.
Yeah.
Was that it?
I believe so.
The Superman stuff. Yeah, I think so.
I'm so excited for Tuesday, guys.
I am too. I can't wait.
What? I'm so. We're almost there. I'm just like
I legit might come home and just hit the go live button because I don't have to talk about it right away.
I'm gonna pull one of those. You know, the people who be writing right in their car right after. This was amazing.
I want the hot toy came out today, or at least it's coming out soon because I saw people announcing. Showing it off and shit. I got really excited because I look forward to seeing all the hot toys. I will say though, I don't know if I love the way his face looks in that toy.
I don't like it.
I didn't see it. Let me go pull it up.
I'm not sure they nailed it. Like,
it's funny because they showed it to David Gordon Sweat. They were like, "This is the first hot toy." And they were like, "How does it feel seeing yourself as a hot toy?" And he was just like, "That's not me. That's just Superman." And I think that was his nice way of saying, "That don't look like me, dog." But cool.
Yeah, I saw this one. I'm like, it don't. I'm like, oh,
It don't.
not enough. And like I see the tries, but it's like not exactly.
Didge, if you have an image, can we throw it up?
Yeah,
So
let
everyone
me
else can see
copy it. Yeah.
I was excited because I love seeing the hot toys, and I'm like, oh, his face doesn't look exactly like I was expecting.
I'll put the
It's
link
fine.
in private chat again.
You should be able to share your screen and.
Oh, if I could do that, yeah, that also works.
Oh yeah, if you could do that, do it. I mean, or else.
Yeah, you should still have the present button, but I think Joel and Trayvon have to be the ones to like pull it in.
Yep, so
Hey.
that's it right there. Oh, I think they got it close. Yeah, so if you go here, let me.
Yeah,
click
right?
on it. Will it zoom in?
You know,
There's one, the fifth photo.
Oh, was it?
Head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
right? Something's off, right?
He look a little tired.
He's tired. His eyes are a little sunken in. He's a little pale. He looks like he's sick, man.
sunken
His
in a
cheeks
little
are
bit more.
little, yeah.
Yeah, he just looks like he's sick. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
This is from where. Hey, look up here. That thing. That's what
This is after he got his ankle
He's going through hell.
burnt and
That's
shit.
what this is.
Yeah, it's a little off. I don't know.
Crypto looks great.
Yeah, he looks good. And look
Like a doggo.
Yeah, but like Superman.
Usually they nail it better than this.
It's
That's what I mean. I'm so used to Hot Toys nailing it after, but like
it's kind of disappointing.
Which is
Especially
also. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, especially for this to be like $300-400.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I'm not paying.
It's so strange to me because I mean this in the nicest way possible. David Gordon Sweat has one of the most basic faces for them to nail here. I don't think it should be that hard.
It really should.
He very much just looks like Superman, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like Henry Cavill. Just look at the Henry Cavill hot toy and base it off of that and just like change it up a little bit.
Henry, but longer.
Apparently, his eyes are rollable. It said, where is it at? Yeah, it
Roll
says
his eye?
separate. It
Is
says
that why
separate
his
rolling
eyes look weird?
eyeballs.
Oh.
That might be why it looks weird because I was saying his eyes look kind of off. So it could be because they made it so they can move.
That's creepy though. Why
Which
would you
is
do
kind
that?
of weird though.
There's
Like
a
what?
picture all the way to end. See it all the way to end? Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, so here it is
Like,
even
looks
better.
up.
Why would anybody want that?
Yeah,
The one on the right looks more like him. That makes sense, even though it's just a different angle, I guess.
Yeah, I
I
was
think
gonna
it's the
say that's.
cheekbones too.
Yeah.
That on
Mhm.
Yeah,
the
They
more
look.
full in.
They almost look fuller on the one on the right, and they're probably
Yeah.
because of the angle.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Maybe it's the angle.
It kind of look. I mean, well, it kind of looks like him when he's walking through the crowd, getting shit thrown at him.
A little bit.
That picture, it kind of look like that, maybe.
Oh,
Is it?
yeah. While we're still on Superman, I did want to just add that James Gunn said we'd see the character within the next 2 years again. Do we just assume that's Supergirl, or do we think we're going to get something else?
I mean, I
that would
feel
have
like
him?
I do
Part
feel
of
like
me-
he's gonna be in Supergirl.
part of me feels like it's Peacemaker, but
Yeah.
because he said there's gonna be a big cameo. I'm like, oh, probably Superman or Lex, or
I guess Superman makes, because who else would be big that's been cast so far?
he
right?
basically put Aquaman and Flash in the last Peacemaker. So like, if he can get, and they were on set together, they could have filmed something real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes the most sense.
Hal
Even though
Jordan
I
would be cool.
I was gonna say I hope it's something I don't see coming, preferably.
Yeah.
So like I hope it's not Superman because I kind of expect it to be Superman. But if it's not Superman, it's like, oh, it's someone I was not expecting. But my thing is they cast somebody. Let's say it's somebody different and it's casted now. That means whoever got casted has there's something coming with that character in the future that has a director or a showrunner. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
It's Lobo.
Lobo would be insane. I don't know how he would fit, but like,
hilarious.
who knows? Like, there could be anybody at this point. I wouldn't be against that, but Lobo at this point, I'm assuming we're the first time seeing him in Supergirl. But I can't wait to finally see anything on Supergirl. At this
That would
point.
be interesting if like this is how like he uses Peacemaker to like announce a character.
That's what I mean. Like to me, if you do that, that means either that character is going to be in the Peacemaker world again, like in the next Peacemaker season, or if it's a separate project, I mean that project's way farther along than we thought. And that means they have a director, they have a showrunner, because he wouldn't cast without that person. The only reason there was Supergirl because Supergirl was more likely in Superman. Is the only reason I think he cast.
Yeah, I feel like
Imagine if it's Huntress.
they're doing great at.
I mean, it could
holding.
be.
It could be.
Yeah,
Well, so I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, could be misquoting him. I'm pretty sure he said that big character is a big DC character. And love Huntress, she's like a C tier character. So
maybe
that's why, like,
maybe
I'm wondering if. Go ahead. Sorry.
that doesn't mean she's not in it.
I was gonna say maybe it's
Fair.
like Wonder Woman or something. Like he keeps dropping these hints about people from like from Themyscira. Like obviously like the talks about Nubia. Like he keeps dropping hints of like Wonder Woman's world being
Mercy.
further along than we think.
That's fair because
Well, Nubia, to be fair, somebody brought that up to him. Like they
But
asked
still-
him about Nubia.
But even still, like the
Yeah,
talks
yeah,
about the Wonder Woman movie about saying how she'll look great as Wonder Woman. Like he talks about the Amazons.
He's got
as a
Wonder Woman
whole.
on the brain. Yeah.
Yes.
even Creature Commander it started off as fucking Themyscira. Earth is real. Remember?
Cersei's the main villain.
Yeah.
Cersei's the main villain. Cersei's the villain.
That's possible. I'm going a little smaller, I guess, but still like an A-list character. Like it's Margot Robbie coming back as Harley Quinn. That's what I would assume.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes
That would be
sense.
pretty big because no one saw that coming. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
Has she done anything since she's had a child? I don't remember.
Movie wise,
I just anything.
Does it? I mean,
I
she's
just
got
got a child.
last
got
thing
a
I
movie
saw.
coming out this year, doesn't she? I'm pretty sure.
I have no
With
idea.
Colin Farrell.
I'm pretty sure the last
I think-
movie I saw him was Barbie.
Yeah, I think she got a movie with Colin Farrell coming out later this year.
Oh, okay.
I got her filmography up.
I'm not sure.
I gotta scroll to the bottom.
To be fair,
Yeah, Big Beautiful Journey. It's funny because it's the Penguin and Harley Quinn in a rom-com drama.
He had a movie that just came out. In March. It was called Borderline.
Okay.
I don't know how much she did in it. She might have just like.
she was not the main.
I didn't know how long her maternity leave was gonna be, but that's cool. She's back at it.
No, she only produced. She didn't. She was not
I
in
was
it.
gonna
Never
say.
mind.
Well,
Her face-
still working.
I mean, she's still making money.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like she has a relationship with Peacemaker. We're obviously still have Amanda Waller in this universe. Harley Quinn is, according to DC, a top 4 character for them. So
I can say it.
But fair. That's. I mean, If anything, that fucking Multiverses game showed us that's fair because they had the Trinity and Harley Quinn.
There was during DC Comics publication. There were times where it used to be the Trinity, but all of a sudden now it's Superman, Batman, Harley Quinn, and people raged.
That's so wild.
That's crazy as fuck, but true. I mean, they've toned it down late. I think more recently. But yeah, Harley Quinn's a big character for them, which is insane to say, but it is true. It is.
I see a lot of Harley Quinn stuff.
Hey, she's popular. She's very popular. Was that all?
That was it for DC stuff, at least. I don't know if you guys had anything else.
So, Yvonne, was that anything else?
I got the Running Man trailer in here. I don't know if anybody saw that.
I did not see that trailer.
I did not either.
I haven't seen it yet. I did see the Project Hail Mary trailer. That movie looks fun.
You think they'll flag us?
The
Running Man?
Yes.
I don't think they'd take the video down, but it won't be monetized. Like, you know.
I mean,
yeah.
Man,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know. I don't think they're gonna take the video down. So I don't think.
All right, hold on.
We just have to make sure that we are transforming the reaction.
Transforming.
Yeah. Fair use and all that.
I do agree with you on the Project Hail Mary trailer, Mike. They showed that at the beginning of Jurassic, and I was like, this looks insane.
Ooh. I didn't see it on the big screen yet. Hopefully it's with Superman.
It looked great on the big screen. I was like, I need to see
Did
this.
y'all hear that?
No.
Oh, I forgot. This was what he did with the Ashton Hall or something.
Y'all can't hear that, no?
No, I can't hear it.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Hold on.
Just reshare the tab again. There should be something like the bottom left corner that says add audio.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm using Firefox, so I don't see that option.
Ooh.
Oh, it should be in StreamYard. So like when you share the tab, it should have the
include tab audio.
Yeah.
This is not.
If not,
you can send it to one of us.
Yeah, I can.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing it.
Y'all ad lib while I type this in.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. His trailer looks cool. It was fun. It was a big action extravaganza.
I only have seen the him and Ashton Hall, the guy that did like the ice bowl thing. I've only seen that.
I only saw the part of that where that man sat down at a theater with a plate full of watermelon and fried chicken.
See, now that part had me messed up. I'm like, why?
It was such a large plate of both, and I was like, I don't know if I want to see this.
I'm like,
it's down here for you guys to add.
Oh, sorry.
I hope that that's something that he does in his content. Otherwise, like, who thought that was a good idea? Who thought that was good?
Yeah,
I don't know. Someone needs to explain that to me. That was bad.
What the F?
Oh, man.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I don't remember if I saw the original one. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Is this a sequel or is it just like a remake?
The remake. I'm assuming it's a remake.
Mary,
I didn't see the original Running Man.
Medical crisis.
No, I don't think I did either. Now that I think about it.
Ben, watch yourself.
Oh shit!
He got a black baby.
Oh shit! He's a black woman.
There's still a way out for you.
That's Jamie Lawson, right?
It's the biggest.
That's
show
why I
in
said
the
sold.
country.
I don't even see anything else.
I get it.
Video.
It's our birthright.
Oh,
And Coleman Domingo's in the movie already sold.
Welcome to the Running Man.
Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Smash.
Never come back.
Damn it,
I'm
Smash.
not trying
It was
to
a
get
game
myself killed.
back in the day.
Kiss my ass twice. Right there.
Smash TV.
So-
That's why you can win this game.
Yeah, I knew.
Survive 30 days. The entire nation hunting you down.
There's another part where I'm sold as well.
Get your family out of suicide.
They got a hell of a cast.
Yeah.
Edgar, right?
Whoa, I'm in.
I was wondering why Jawan screwed Edgar, right?
Promise. That's the spirit.
I'm in. I didn't need much.
And we don't put up with no bullshit.
I was in for the beginning. Stop filming me. I was like, yeah, man. That was real. Funny. It's gonna be so fun.
Not gonna lie, I don't know what's happening. Is this a competition? Are they hunting him?
Yeah, they're definitely hunting him, but like I think it's like if he wins, he gets something.
You ever wondered?
Oh, it's like that other movie.
Guess we'll
It's
find
like
out.
Truth or Dare or some crap.
Listen, Edgar Wright's making a movie. I'm sold.
No, this looks so much fun.
It does look fun.
Already.
So
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Hey, buddy. You're on freebie.
Oh damn.
He's like, yo.
You better run!
Oh shit.
Single take. Let's go.
Damn, the shot.
I got a grenade!
Back at you.
Uh-oh. Throw it back.
Oh.
I'm still here. You shit eaters.
Ugh. Don't lick your lips.
Hey, big boys!
Oh, it's what's his name?
love this part. It's so funny.
Crazy.
Oh shit. I love it. That was great.
That's
That
good.
Michael Sarah, by the way, Jamie. I thought
Like,
somebody was gonna jump in and help
I
you.
thought I did. I thought I said.
I didn't hear you. I was like, damn, they just left
I
her on the
didn't hear.
island.
I thought she was gonna get there herself. Sorry.
I know the Sarah V commercial they did because like I'm like I know his name is in there, but I was not able to get there in time. That's fine.
Anyway, yeah, Soul, Running Man, yeah.
Yeah,
that
that
looked
looked like so
cool.
much fun.
What was the date? The second date?
November 7th.
Okay.
Oh, wow, we got a
Dang.
minute. Okay.
All right.
I might watch the original just to see how it compared it to. Because
It ain't gonna compare. This is an Edgar Wright.
Oh, absolutely. I think it was more serious too. Last time I checked, it's been a long time. I swear I've seen bits and pieces of it. So,
The original got Arnold Schwarzenegger. in it?
yeah, Arnold is the original. I remember him
That
as in.
seems like
That's
Arnold
all I know
Schwarzenegger
about
movie.
running.
It
Man.
does. This
So Edgar Wright, a couple weeks ago, was in the running to direct Bond 26,
Oh.
and he's not. It's now Denis Villeneuve.
Mhm.
Well, transition, Mike. You're the fucking man.
I was just gonna say, like, can y'all imagine this vibe in a James Bond movie? I see why they didn't go with him, but that would have been
Yeah.
crazy.
It would have been a very different type of movie. For
ain't
sure.
gonna hold you. Nothing against Edgar Wright. Kind of glad they didn't. This would have been too much for mine. This would have been too much.
I would have been here for it, but I also
That
just
would've-
love
that
Edgar Wright.
definitely
I would have saw
I do
it.
like his movies. That's what I said. Nothing against him because I am here for it usually. But I feel like I'd have been like, this is too much for Bond.
Whatever
That's
the new
valid.
Bond is, that'll be the first Bond I'm watching. So
You ain't seen no.
Oh
Bond
really?
yet?
Why don't you just go watch Casino Royale? It's great.
I thought you liked Daniel Craig.
attractive man
I'm
doing
good.
action.
I'm good.
Oh really? Interesting.
Yeah. The last thing I have on here is
James
the
Bond.
Marvel Rival season 3 thing.
Oh, let's do it then.
Did y'all want to watch that? The Phoenix. Have you guys seen it? The Phoenix.
I haven't seen it.
I have,
Okay.
but I'm down to watch it again.
Yeah, we can.
I'll
go back.
watch it again. I want to
They-
watch the ending there.
They did early access, so we actually saw gameplay as well because streamers are playing.
Oh.
No,
early
I tried to watch it, but they were ready so far. I wanted to watch the season pass.
I
Oh,
want to
they go
sign
over
up
it.
to be a Marvel Rivals creator.
I was watching.
Yeah, didn't we do that? I never heard back.
I don't know if
They don't stream enough apparently, right?
look. I would-
That's insane. That's a what are the standards?
Stream Marvel Rivals. Do you stream Marvel Rivals?
no.
I would if I was a Marvel Rivals creator.
It's like
It does say at least 30% of your content needs to be related to Marvel Rivals.
Oh,
That's a
wow.
lot of content.
Ooh,
They're basically saying, "Hey, you need to become a Marvel Rival streamer."
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. Well,
wow.
I'm
from
out.
our damn game.
See,
That's what
if
they
they had
said.
given me a denial, I'd be like, sorry, we're not gonna let you in right now. But if you just make 30% of your content Marvel Rivals, I would have been there.
I would not have. I'd have
Oh,
been
no.
like, you guys, you got it.
I think 60% of my content is Marvel Rivals now. So,
Oh, do you need one of us? That's right. I forgot you.
But yeah, I can't do
Oh.
it. Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Hold on.
It's just the.
Did
just
you
the
did you need the Phoenix trailer or the full season trailer?
I think
The animated one?
yeah, not the gameplay, not the Phoenix breakdown one. Story trailer.
Oh, you want the story trailer? I was just talking about the
Yeah.
Phoenix reveal. The character,
We can
like,
do both.
showing all her
We can do
stuff.
both.
We can do both.
Yes,
I've got
no.
the story trailer. If Dude wants to get the Phoenix trailer.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
We can start with the story chat and then do the
I'll
Phoenix.
figure it out next time. I don't know.
Because I like it. I like it.
Here we go.
The mother comes to mind. My queen is
Oh, right.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
There she is.
The Phoenix.
How they're doing Phoenix.
Dibs on her. Dibs. Sorry now. Okay. Nobody else picked her. I'm going to her first.
Hey, there he is.
So we can assume he's coming in 30 days after her.
I can't wait to see his gameplay trailer. I love the homage to the original Blade, though, right? The techno music playing.
Right?
Oh,
yeah. See, he bit her and got the symbiote.
damn, he bit the hell out of her.
Yeah. That's how he gets
I
the
respect it.
symbiote.
I would have to.
You're not wrong.
Double whammy there. The Phoenix is a stepper then. And now he has the Phoenix inside of him. Now he's double Phoenix symbiote.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
We assume that's their team up.
No is coming, and time will spiral into darkness.
So it's light versus darkness season. That's what it looks like. God of light versus God of darkness.
I didn't know if it was going to take out that other share, so I waited to share this.
That was the end anyway.
Yeah, it was just null.
Yeah, he just goes, ha ha ha. That's it, really.
So it is not going. Why are we reusing Cloak and Dagger assets right there? I know this. Gigan has that thing.
It's a little different though.
Second shift. Cosmic flame.
He uses the Phoenix, he doesn't like switch it.
Turning up the heat.
That's supposed to.
Oh shit!
What is happening there? I got it.
Is there some kind of flame thing? I don't know.
Her moveset's out. I just don't know. I want to visually. I can't.
You are nothing.
Yeah. Look,
Rocket. No.
Apparently, it takes out like summons and shit too. That's why that pops up.
Yeah, I watched them actually like do gameplay of her, so I kind of have an idea.
Nice. I'll probably check it out. It's probably on YouTube now.
Yeah, they're all on. I'm sure they've got like the edited versions on YouTube at this
Oh,
point.
for
They
sure.
They were streaming earlier today.
Yeah,
So she's got that flight ability. It's on a meter, unlike Storm and Iron Man. Which I think all of them should be on meters, but it's probably too late to do that. It makes them a little less annoying to deal with in the air if they have to come down.
Just gotta give us more anti-flight things, and we'll be all right.
Right now, Thing can just jump up there and box, which is hilarious.
Which is great. I cannot wait to be able to jump and just knock somebody out the sky.
It's so funny.
Like
He's not
was doing that a little bit.
Well, because he can basically fly with his jumping and shit. Even though I play with him, and it's not that simple. Really, it's not that simple.
You can hit people and they'll have to like come down. But,
some people, some moves have that. Like,
but this is hit in hand. I can like
Box
that's
him in the
he's
sky,
literally grounding them. Like it's not like just going up there and getting a punch. Like he hits you and you immediately drop to the ground.
Yeah. It's like getting hit by Bucky's.
I mean, we need that because the way they be doing that, where they be getting way far, you know.
Yeah,
they go real high. You can't really touch them.
Yeah,
it's hard to hit them. It really is. It's such a bitch. They're annoying, especially when you got like all flyers. You're like, what are we doing?
So, are we cool with her just being straight up Phoenix? Like she has none of Jean Grey's moveset in her kit. It is just fire and explosion.
Yeah, there's no mind control. There's
no telekinesis, no mind controls. Like it's literally just Phoenix Force.
It is. I would have to see more. I got to see.
True. Yeah.
It's weird because she is
none of Emma. You know.
Well, you don't want. That's the thing. You don't want Emma. You have to separate her from Emma Frost because she's not a telekinetic, but they're both telepaths, right? So it shouldn't be. Don't step on my territory type shit. So the Phoenix here is like more of a sprite on the back instead of like she's already possessed with it. So it's very interesting that she's more of a not already kind of possessed by the Phoenix. She's kind of using it as an ally type of thing. Like but like you're right, her fucking basic is like a fire bolt. So I'm assuming that she's getting that from the Phoenix. She can't do fire, right? But maybe it's a mix of her throwing the fire.
They
with
could have.
telekinesis, you know what I mean?
They could have did have magic. Well, I mean, how magic does it? You know, when she transforms, they could have done that kind of.
Oh,
That's what I
That's
thought.
what I thought they were gonna do.
I thought so too. I thought she would transform into and her moveset would change or some shit. But I mean, she only transforms to fly now, which is fine. And I guess her ult.
Yeah.
What the fuck that is?
Her ult just destroying Hela ult is crazy.
Hey,
Just taking her down like that. Wow.
There's a pain in the
You
ass.
are nothing.
That's cool though, and it could take out. It's a fucking explosion, so it takes out. Like I just said, drones, summons.
Yeah, it takes out, like everything.
Deplorables.
Yeah, yes, all the little extra shit. Like if you got a drone, dead. If you have one of those monstros like from Namor, dead. Probably the nest. Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to think. Is it just because she was up on those rocks that she could get high enough to do that?
Maybe
Or does she just go straight up like that?
She goes up like Hela.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she does.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why she's able to
right
like
now.
meet. Right. So she goes just as high as Hela does. She goes up,
And then you have to point. You have to tell
and
her
you do a dive bomb, kind of like
Okay.
Wolverine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to? But she looked at Hela. So she went after Hela and then it dive bombed after that.
Right. Yeah. You can control her. So she goes up, and then she targeted Hela, and then dove straight through
Got
her.
it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
one motion.
Right.
Got it.
It's like a 5-second timer, so like you can aim it if you need to.
Which is
It doesn't just like happen instantly. The player just knew exactly where to go, so they just went.
because Hela's stuck there. She
Yeah.
going nowhere.
So when she hits you with her primary fire, you kind of see like a little logo over everybody's heads in that trailer. It's kind of like a spider tracer type of thing. And so once you're marked, she can blow you up essentially. And when she does that, that's why you had all those explosions. Once she does that, she gets lifesteal. So there's a point like halfway through the trailer,
Love that.
her health just goes back up from dealing damage. She's gonna be a problem.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Healers can't get their ult off her.
And her team up with Wolverine, he also gets lifesteal.
Yeah.
He already could heal himself,
Saw that.
and now he gets lifesteal.
When he does his dive move, he can fucking flame on. Basically.
Yeah, he can like set them on fire and
And
stuff.
he's fast and stronger, and he heals himself. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about.
She gonna be a problem.
When he raises things up.
Cyclops crying somewhere.
Oh,
We're
man.
gonna see her a lot too.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it.
This week's, I mean, that next week specifically, all day, every day. No one's gonna have to fight together. It's gonna be annoying. Because
We
you know
want to
it's gonna
just
be
do a
missions.
6-stack and cycle through.
Exactly.
Oh, I wouldn't know exactly what she is in the wheel when we start.
I wonder because like it's already a stacked wheel. I mean, they gotta adjust the wheel because DPS is full. You know. I'm curious where they're gonna put her. Probably at the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Fine. That's all I got. Though.
For Phoenix, yeah. I mean, I was waiting. I'm excited we got her. Now we'll get it. We'll probably get our fill until mid-season when we get Blade.
I'll come back for Blade.
I will be back for Blade for sure.
I'm afraid of Blade being
why?
underpowered because if he's just like mainly like using the sword and most of the meta is still flyers, what is he gonna do?
He has a sword and a shotgun. Apparently, he can like switch
Okay.
between the two.
The gun might help.
The gun
might.
should definitely help, but it's worrisome.
I don't.
It's
That's
like-
the thing. I don't know his moveset yet, really. And we've heard rumors of his moveset, but I don't know how much of it's true. You know.
This is why I'm just a little concerned because like think about how oppressive Black Panther and Magic were, but as soon as we added like 2 more flyers, when was the last time y'all played against a Magic?
Fair.
The other day,
The last time we played.
I played one yesterday.
also
It's rare.
Black Panther. I don't know if people just are mastering him. The last few times I played against the Black Panther, it's been an issue. Black
Oh,
Panther
he's
has
a menace. He's a menace if you're not playing a flyer.
Yeah, I've been playing
We
with
had
him.
a flyer on our team. Granted, I was playing with some randoms. I don't know how great the flyer was, but
Yeah.
when he was throwing the spear, he was knocking people out the air. He was a problem.
Yeah, because once you get the vibranium tag on you, you're weak. So he could go right after you. 2 hits, you're pretty much done with the right moves. Yeah, good shit.
But no, if it's a team of flyers, I think you're still right. We just had we had an Ultron up there. Like I said, again, I don't know how great he was being.
Ultron's pretty good, man.
Yeah, but that person being Ultron might not have been.
Oh, okay. I've been pretty good. When I play Ultron, man, I've had some crazy assists. It's insane. Good character. I do look forward to Phoenix and see how she plays out. But that's pretty much all we got. I had one more thing. Let me think. Let me check real quick.
One more thing.
Doing the one more thing.
But nothing. Oh wait, we did have Eyes of Wakanda. If you guys want to talk about that, I forgot about that. It wasn't much. It was like a very small teaser. Teaser, not even a trailer. It was like a tease.
Yeah.
10 seconds or some shit.
I mean, I think it was like 30, but we barely got anything.
It felt like it was much quicker.
I don't know if we want to show that though. It's Disney.
Yeah, we're not gonna show it.
Oh no! I'm just saying it was very short. Did you guys have anything to say about it? Or are you just waiting for we had a better trailer later?
Yeah, this was a 30-second sneak peek, by the way. But we, like you said, the content of it was so like nothing that it felt so short. It looks good. I like the animation style. From executive producer Ryan Coogler always gets me excited. So,
yeah. Yeah, throw that everywhere you can find it.
Visually, it's breathtaking. Like these wide shots, we can't pull it up. I'm rewatching it on my second screen. Just Wakanda's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
I can't wait because remember I have the timeline, so I'm like, if this is canon, I'm like, how it goes? Like I think it goes far back, right? So
well, it says it spans centuries, so I feel like it's going to not only be. Like, let's say the first one is in year 18, whatever. Right. It's 17, 16. Like, it's probably going.
That's what I mean. Yeah, every episode might be a new year.
Right.
So it's like, I'm curious what the stories are that we're going to see throughout the.
That shot, it's like halfway through it where you just see Wakanda, all the green around it, and you just see Wakanda coming out of the forest. It looks so cool. Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm excited.
It's beautiful. The animation is great. It looks, I can't. My only question was, is it the whole season or 4 episodes? But is it all at once?
I'm disgusted. That's only 4 episodes.
I know, but
I got a million episodes of What If, but I only get 4 episodes of this.
That and I think what's it called? It's also.
I thought it was 6.
No, it's 4.
No, that's gonna be 4. Marvel Zombies is also gonna be 4, I believe. So. The animated ones are going to be much shorter. Apparently, you all talked. What if you told us anything? They're going to shorten it now. Now everything's 4 episodes, unless it's like one of those Elseworlds, like a Spiderman or X-Men. Everything else is shortened.
Unfortunately,
August 27th though. This is going to be here before we know it.
I know.
It's on the 27th. Oh,
yeah.
And August. All right, so it's going to go right into September.
Wow.
Gee, so we at least have something for September.
I think it's going to.
Oh wait, they moved it.
I think it's going to all be at once because it doesn't say starting. It says stream it. August
stream the 4-episode series. Yeah, it sounds like it.
Oh, so wait, so you said it's the 27th?
Yeah,
August 27th.
Fuck, I changed the date. It was the 6th. Now it's the 27th. Bitches.
They got to give Fantastic Four a little room.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like a week after fucking Peacemaker. So all right, so it goes right into they both do. They both go into September. Good shit. I was curious. Now I know. Anyway, that's all we got. One more thing. Happy birthday, Didge.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you.
Yesterday, happy birthday. I hope you had a good time yesterday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got blacked out. I heard you got blacked out.
I didn't black out.
No?
I don't know who
Found
told you
it in the
that.
streets.
No, I was home.
They had to walk you back home.
No, I was home by like 12:30.
12:30, rebel.
The mean streets of Milwaukee, man. You got to get back home.
It's dangerous.
He went home for a minute, then he went back out for round 2. That's what I heard.
That was the first part. Yeah, midnight.
You have to find out about round 2 on our side channel. Much Ado About Nothing at night.
After dark.
It's the same logo except all the white is black.
Yeah.
All the white is black and it's stars. I love it. Anyway, that was it. That's everything we got.
That's it.
We had a good week. A lot of news. Hopefully next week is justice. I mean, well, next week we're off Superman. Fucking God.
Yeah, are we doing the Superman? I remember Juwan was asking about that. Jamie, you're not seeing it on Tuesday, right?
That's fair.
Probably not. Probably not.
I won't see it again until I won't be seeing it again. I'll probably see it again Friday.
I'm gonna go see it again Saturday. I think my dad said Saturday he wants to see it, so I'm gonna go see it with him again Saturday. But my initial showing will be on Tuesday.
I hope this movie is worth seeing multiple times, you guys. It would be so painful if you had to suffer.
Listen.
If it ain't worth it, I'll tell my dad, like, yo, I'll still go. You could go. I'll send you with my nephew.
Right now, I have Tuesday and Thursday set already. I really hope Thursday I'm excited. That's all.
Everything I've seen so far leads me to believe I will be. But
this guy brought up this goddamn merch as well, so
that's fair.
I'll be pissed. But the merch still look nice though, so I'll be all right. But still,
right.
One thing about comic book movie merch is if you like the character, it's cool. Considering I don't like Batman versus Superman, I have a lot of Batman versus Superman merch because I like Batman, I like Superman. So I don't care if this Funko Pop that I have is from a movie I don't like. It's still freaking Batman. Dude.
I had the poster where that Spiderman was. That's where my BVS poster was.
Yeah.
Look, they had the place, I think homage where I got it from. I got the shirt, and then today all of a sudden we had a buy one get one 40% off deal. So I'm chatting. I was like, "Can I get the 40% off?" For the hoodie. I want the hoodie, but I didn't want to pay for it when I saw it. They were like, "We'll give you 20%." I was like, "You know what? Bye. I'll take it."
Deal. Dealt.
And then I bought like 3 other shit, so the 20% applied to everything. So I was like, "Cool, works for me."
I can bring my Superman shirt from Tuesday and Friday.
There you go.
My new one, with the I love it. It looks cool. I actually wanted the original one that had the glimmer. Anybody remember that?
Yeah.
That was what they were originally selling, and then they were I guess it ran out, and so they started selling just the basic one. I got the basic one.
That one was based off of the logo reveal. I think it had the glimmer on the production photo, and
that one, yeah.
It's funny because it was cool, but I know a lot of people were like, "This is just from that still photo you guys posted. This is cheap. I want the official one." And
people were complaining. They were.
I think that's why they took it down. They're like, "Fine, okay, here's the one you guys want."
Yeah,
I did want that one,
the official one. Yeah,
but I do got the regular one. Well, I'm fine with that, but I just thought that was funny because I thought that looked pretty cool with the glimmer. Whatever. But I'm excited. Next week we'll have that. Anything else coming out next week?
Does anything matter next week besides Superman? Be honest. Be honest.
Good luck to whoever it is. Good luck if there's anything else.
If there is, I mean,
sorry for you.
I mean, the summer league starts for me next week. But that's at the end of next week.
It is Superman, and then it is the Phoenix coming out on Marvel
That's
Rivals
right, same day. That's right. So
Right.
season 3 of Marvel Rivals and Superman come out next week. So I'm like, that's fucking great. That's the end of next week. So we have something to talk about going into it. I'm gonna go watch some of those videos that we were talking about. Because actually, I might jump on Marvel Rivals. I do want to get I want to get that skin before I forget.
I'll join you. Let me know.
Join me. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm not in a rush to sleep.
Right.
I just ran into a fucking.
So I got you.
Oh, come join. I just ran into like a fucking wall in Exhibition 33.
Wait, listen, if you need some advice, you know where to go.
I'm literally fighting a wall with faces. That's where I'm at right now.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, it's a wall.
Did you do the other parts before you got to it?
What other parts? I mean,
I don't want to spoil.
Hey guys, just
this could be.
Let's end the stream and keep talking.
This could be an off stream.
Like, subscribe. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.